Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone around the world. This is Wraithkind back with another episode of our Forgotten Realms D&D campaign with the Protectors. On their journey to the Yuirwood to find a portal of the Feywild to help Banner's powerful patron and Lady of the Fey, in an effort to rescue her, that is, the Protectors have narrowly escaped 6 airships that were hunting them down. And now they find themselves trapped in the ruins of a forgotten temple somewhere in the Gnoll forest. So let's join them and see what happens next.
Any spell will cast now because that's spent.
Alright.
At your discretion.
So, who wants to do a recap of our last session?
Yeah. I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, the Protectors, after bidding goodbye to Emeraldi's mother in Earthhome, and doing a little bit of last-minute shopping and picking up items that we had purchased, we headed out to Mithril Point to discover what had become of Emeraldi's childhood home. We found it in ruins in the buildings, but the fields were actually doing surprisingly well. We met a very curious fellow who some of us suspect may have been more than he seemed, who seemed to have been either tending to or occasionally grazing from some of those fields to make, what is it, barley and hops bread?
Yeah, Bakudo.
Makudo.
That was the guy's name.
We bought some of his bread, and we ate it for dinner, and Bert repaired some of Emeraldi's childhood home while we slept, and then we headed out, and a very strange thing happened. Beetle felt her backpack begin to vibrate. She pulled out the journey book that Councilwoman Verrill had given to her back in Everland, and dropped it because it was vibrating so much, which was good because then it exploded. And in the crater in the ground where it had been, there was Councilwoman Verrill herself, unconscious. Excuse me, which happened immediately before we were attacked by interplanar pirates.
Actually, portals opened in the sky and rained out pirate ships.
Yeah. Did we identify them as being manned by Githyanki as well as our foe, Marissa?
Who was it? Dawn noticed it was Marissa, I believe it was.
Right. I think only Dawn and one other person noticed. And
she would recognize the crewmen that were visible to be similar to the ones that y'all nearly got killed by before in the depths of Mithril Hall, which was actually just before Beetle joined the group. They had a near-death experience of their own. Yeah, the group had a little bit of a rough start way back when, but, you know, such is the nature of sieges.
Such is the nature of being level 4.
So there was a moment where Dawn thought about dimension dooring up onto the deck next to Marissa and doing something tricksy.
My tricksy something was to push her over the edge and then jump back off. I just thought that would have been funny.
I kind of figured that was. I was actually secretly kind of hoping you would try it. Because I have no clue what would have happened.
When there were 2 of them, I was going to, but when there were 5 of them, I was like, this probably isn't a good idea anymore.
Yeah. So we decided not to tangle with them because weren't there 6?
Well,
yeah, 5.
There were like 100 of them.
We also had an unconscious woman.
There
were
6, and then when they couldn't find you,
they started like bombing the forest.
Yep. Just carpet bombing you.
And then the crows led us to an underground cavern, some ruins, and the airships bombed the entrance either on purpose or on accident. We're not really sure. And there was sort of a cave-in, and we managed to not take a whole lot of damage. But as far as we know, we may or may not be trapped in here because that's where we ended.
No, I can teleport out.
Don't you have to see the spot where you're teleporting
not
to?
the dimension door.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I can do it 1,000 feet, so I can just play it safe and do it like 800. Not that we went nearly that deep underground, but.
So, yeah, exciting stuff. Right now, as you guys are in this ruins, You're standing in a square room about 20 feet square in size, thus the square room.
I take out.
Hey, I didn't edit.
the
I didn't
torch.
have a chance to edit myself very much this week, so I
I
apologize.
take the torch knife, prestidigitation it on fire,
All right.
and kind of wave it around like an adventurer scanning a room, because that's what I am.
So as you're standing in this room, rock dust falls from the ceiling of the ruins, coating everyone in powdered stone as the sound of falling stonework fades away. Your gasping breath sounds loud in the musky confines of the ruins. Directly across from the entrance, now under the weight of tons of stonework, you see a pair of large steel doors upon which you see a sculpted metal relief of a flaming sword that was once held upright, though now is hanging askew by one bolt, gouged away by deep scores of weapon and claw. In its place, etched by either tool or claw, you cannot quite tell, is the symbol of a triple-headed flail. To the right of the door are three bells on mounts that are hanging on mounts that are set up on stone platforms. To the left and right bells are smaller, and the middle bell is larger with a crack running through it. The doors ahead of you are closed, but one is hanging slightly off kilter as it's clinging on to its door frame with only
there's
one.
Like a gap. They're
hinge.
closed, but there's like a gap in the.
Yeah.
It's not like a perfect seal.
Yep.
We still hear explosions.
Like faint rumblings in the ground.
Yeah, you do feel rumblings in the earth as the carpet bombing continues, but it's moving away from you at this point. You do recall moments before the collapse, though, that more than 20 crew members had rappelled down to the forest floor. You currently have no idea where they may be. For all you know, they might be just waiting outside.
Well, I am going to take a look around and just verify that there's no other way down here except the way we came in and the door in front of us.
I put down the councilwoman and say,
I'll walk over and try to
somebody
heal
try and wake her.
Yeah, Lycan walks over immediately, and I'll cast Cure Wounds at, let's go 3rd level.
Okay.
And I thought this was going to be a boring day.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know, but I have a little bit of a bad feeling about it. I'm going to walk over to the door.
You have
and
a
just
bad
peer through
feeling
the
about
crack.
them dropping bombs on us. Really?
Who was that?
As you, I'll get with you, get back to you in a minute, Lycan. As you, Dawn, look through the crack of the door, you see stone steps cut into the floor, and it recedes down into darkness. You also see the walls, and it's like a regular stonework hallway, and it's heading down.
Well, this place looks bigger than it does from in here, that's for sure. There are more stairs going down on the other side of these iron doors.
You also see off to the left, kind of taking up the corner of the room on the left, adjacent or to the left of the door.
On the other side of the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the same room. There's the door, and then to the left of the door is a small pool of stagnant water. But
that's on my side of the door. I could walk over to
correct.
it.
Okay. And this small pool of stagnant water has a couple of benches nearby. And that's about all you notice.
Well, as Lycan's doing his thing, I'm going to walk over to the pool and hold my torch over it and look into it.
All right. Worked into the stone in the bottom of the pool, though it's a little murky because, like I said, the water looks like it's been here. There's some algae starting to grow up on top.
I press digitation to clean it.
All right. So you're able to clear up some of the water. well enough to be able to see on the bottom is kind of carved into the bottom of the fountain, the same symbol as what's on the door that's actually hanging by one bolt.
Do I recognize the symbol?
Upright. Make a religion check.
I do not recognize it.
No, you are not really familiar with the Faerun pantheon of gods, and what familiarity you have doesn't cover this.
My familiarity covers saloon.
So this
That's
is
about
a
it.
different.
If he makes me aware
This
of
is
it, I'd be able to.
Yeah, I'll point it out. You guys can all see the symbol on the door too.
Is it the same symbol on the door and the inside the pond?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's religion?
Yeah. Don't bother, Velis. Well, yeah, Beetle, you would know too.
Velis, do you recognize the symbol?
Velis, you are well versed in a lot of things, being a little world wise, and of course, it is a part of your schooling as a bard. You're fairly well versed in most religions, in the Faerun pantheon and beyond. This one in particular, you recognize as excuse me, as Tempest, the god of war, and you know that he's neither good nor evil. Like war, it just is.
You mean Tempest, Brian?
No, Tempest.
I know, I'm kidding.
Tempus.
I always get them
Messing with
confused.
Um,
I've been mixing them up for years.
Also, in addition, since you rolled so well, Velis, you recognize the symbol of the three-headed flail. Actually, as soon as you recognize it, you wish you hadn't, because it is synonymous, that symbol is synonymous with the demon prince Yinugu, the lord of savagery.
So we
Do you
got
inform us of
a
this?
symbol
Can you
of
spell
the-
that?
Yeah, I'll put it in chat.
It's a Gnoll god. Isn't it? Yeenoghum.
He's the demon prince of what? Savagery?
He's the lord of savagery.
He's like the king of the Gnolls or something.
And his
He
goal,
looks like a giant Gnoll.
his goal is very singular and very simple. He wishes to devour the world.
And this is next to the symbol of Tempest?
On the door, where the upright metal relief was, it was actually bolted to the door, but something had scraped it down, and it's hanging by one bolt, so it's like this, and in its place was gouged that symbol of the three-headed flail.
Oh, my friends, this is definitely not a pleasant place for us to end up, I don't think.
What do you mean?
Well, this metal plate here has the symbol of Tempest on it, which is neither good nor bad. He's the Lord of War, the God of War, as it were. And but the symbol that's been, for lack of a better term, because it's obviously not been done artfully, but this symbol that's been gouged into the stone behind it is the symbol of Yuirwood. He is the, I believe he may be the patron deity, even though he's just a demon of the Gnolls.
Lycum just spits off to the side.
Charming.
And I did try to educate myself on some of the more rapacious, as it were, of the evil lords, and I did take a guilty pleasure interest in Yuirwood and learned a little bit about him. A filthy, disgusting thing, just like the Gnolls that worship him. But I look at Lycum and I go, take a deep breath. Do you know through your nose? Do you notice any Gnoll scent here? Any fresh Gnoll scent?
Actually, as this all happens, just Benner throws his fist into the wall and he's like, "Damn it!"
I'll roll a what type of check do I need to do for like sniffing around, see if I could come up with what if I smell Gnolls around at all.
Weren't you healing the councilwoman too?
Yeah, I was. So I
Yeah.
assume this is probably happening before
So-
or after something like that.
Let me get back to you, Lycum. As your healing pulse kind of sinks into her chest and she briefly glows with a green light as your natural magics take hold. Whatever burns, bruises, lacerations that she has left quickly fade away. She looks to be in perfect health. She looks to be just simply sleeping, except for the fact that she is not waking up.
I'm gonna try to shake her awake and call her name.
Okay. Make an Arcana check, Beetle.
And then can I do like some medicine check or something to figure out what might be wrong?
Can Emeraldy assist with the medicine check?
Yeah, sure. Beetle, as Lycum and Emeraldy are kind of taking a critical eye on her to try and figure out what's going on, you realize that there's probably nothing wrong with her. You recognize the symptoms of having used too much power. And
Okay.
as a result, it completely, she used so much power that she actually burned some of her own life force. And as a result, she's kind of in a state of arcanic shock.
Okay.
Depending on how much power she wielded, and in the circumstances leading up to the present time, her recovery could be hours, minutes, days, or even weeks.
Okay.
You're not
So
really
Beetle's
sure.
okay. So Beetle sort of like feels her forehead and is kind of like, and she says, I've heard of this. This is arcane shock. She overchanneled. Whatever happened back there was bad enough that she burned herself out.
That can happen.
That's a thing. She could be like this for hours or for days or, gosh, even weeks. She's got to heal from what she did to herself to channel whatever magic she was channeling.
And healing her
That
like
I
that
can
is beyond my
understand.
control.
I'm gonna go look at the door, Brian.
Hold on.
I give it a bit of a
Wait.
I ignore him.
Wait. We need to. Dawn. I grab her by the arm. Literally
I
grab
shake
her by
you
the
off.
arm.
Don't
I'm gonna
touch
contest
me.
it at this point. Sorry, this is happening. For reasons I am about to try and say.
All right, so what are you doing?
I'm stopping her forcefully if I have to.
To
get my-
I was
get this
across
out.
the room from him. I was at the pool, and he was over by the motion of
we
his
all
body.
came over
I
to
think
look.
this is some BS between me and you. I was looking through the slit in the door.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm still. Whatever I can do, I'm doing.
All right. Well, while you guys figure that out, Lycum, Emeraldy, you both carefully check her over. There's no other broken bones. There's no sign of virus or sickness or anything. She looks, a little clammy. She's a little sweaty, but then again, it is coming up on springtime in a fairly hot environment, so that's not particularly surprising. As let's do this. Banner, you do see Dawn heading to the door. Dawn, as you head to the door, what are you going to do?
I just want to just wiggle it a little bit, see if it's like jammed or locked or if it swings freely.
You push on the left door, which is the one that's hanging by one hinge. And as you kind of push on it a little bit, it does give. You get the sense that it's not going to take much to kind of push it inwards.
Okay. I leave it at that. I was just seeing what the situation is, and I shoot Banner a nasty glare. He calls out at me as if I was about to kick in a door to a horde of goblins or something.
And
Anyway,
goblins
Banner...
come bursting. No, just kidding.
All right. So what Banner does, he's like, "Wait," and then Don ignores him and whatnot. He's like, "Listen, this is a trap. This is my fault. We need to get out of here. I don't think those crows were friends of our dwarf farmer.
I don't think...
I haven't told you all this, but when I was reading the things about what's going on in the Feywild, it's the House of Crow that is at the bottom of it.
That's all well and good, but we have an army of pirate assailants on our tail just at the other end of that stairway.
Wait, what's this about the House of Crows? Who are they?
Hang on a second. I'll make sure I get it all right.
We can't stay here, and we can't go back the way we came.
Why can't we go back the way we came?
Because there are dozens of assassins prowling through the forest. You saw them come down.
Yes.
Also, how are we gonna get back out? It's collapsed.
First, I don't know the answers, but they're not going to be there for the next 12 hours necessarily. But if this is a trap, it seems to me it's far more dangerous to proceed if someone lured us here than it is to try and make our way back in a few hours in the dark.
Well, who do you think lured us here, and why?
I told you already that when Talia spoke to me in the dream, if that's what you want to call it, that she warned me. She warned me of... hang on. Where is all my stuff? What was it, Brian? I'm sorry. What was the name of the house? Like before, the official, real name of the house?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I'm in the process of pulling up information here. Give me a second.
Okay.
House Catha.
Okay. When she told me that House Catha to warn the Empress, I went through all of the books that morning that Velis found for me. House Catha was cursed by the Empress. House Catha became House of Crow. I don't know what that means, but when we saw the crow flying around when we met that fellow, I assumed, that's what it was all about, and we followed them here. But now Velis tells me we just walked into the den of some demon god who wants to rip people apart limb from limb and devour the world.
I thought he said that this was some structure to Tempest.
Overrun by followers of whatever demon lord.
Yes.
Either way, there is a certain danger out there. I point back towards the stairs. There is a possible danger through here. I point through the door and then shrug at everyone else. In a way that makes it look like that I'm not actually debating between the two, but...
Would House Catha have an interest in luring us away?
Well, if Talia just called me there to stop them, I would say yes.
Fair point.
I just don't want to charge in here if it's a trap.
Well, we already
how
did,
about you
and we may be
ask
stuck.
your paladin to see if Baranar will give me insight to whether there's any evil here or any fiends.
Well, I did just look down the hall, and I didn't see any teeming horde of monsters, so we have that going for us.
How
Emeraldy
far away
uses
do
his
you-
divine sense to detect evil or fiends.
How far does that work?
60 feet.
My dark vision is 60 feet, or is 120 feet.
Go through walls, though?
Yeah. Within 60 feet, now, let me think about this.
It would also identify anything that was like hallowed or desecrated.
That's right.
It turns out the banner is a fiend. He's trying to trick us.
It's time.
I learn something new every day. Powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. Oh! Sorry. Within 60 feet of you, you do feel a general sense of evil. The symbol that's etched on the door is emanating evil. But that's as far as you can tell within 60 feet. Like you said you were going to try and figure out.
Yeah, I was just gonna try to do like a perception check of smelling around and see if I could tell if anything was recently here.
So are you shifting into direwolf form then?
Yeah, I will actually.
I cast Smell Evil.
All right. Make your perception check.
Yeah, pulling it up 1 second. And I have advantage on hearing and smell.
Yep. You what you smell is a strong sense of dog. Like a wet dog smell, except for a lot of it. Like it's been here a while. It kind of lingers in the air, hard to miss.
This is after he switched to direwolf.
Yep.
I can talk to him.
I look over at Banner and I'm like, well, we have enemies on both sides.
Like him smells gnolls or something here.
If we did want to get out of here, does anybody have a way to get past that? And I point to the tons and tons of stone that have collapsed the entrance that we came through.
I can get myself and one other person out. That's it.
I growl back to Lycum. Can you move Earth with druid powers or something?
I used to. Not anymore.
So,
Someday soon.
my friends, I have the ability to maybe create a solution for whichever direction we choose to go. I recently learned a spell that would allow me to, well, I've used it on Beetle once already, but I could possibly change one of us into something that could burrow us out of here. Or I could change one of us into a gnoll. Sadly, if I'm not too terribly mistaken, none of us speak Gnollish.
I growl back, but that doesn't mean I'm saying yes.
I can make myself look like a very short gnoll, but I can't actually turn into one.
I could help hide us.
So
And I can
or
turn.
we could just slaughter a horde of gnolls on our way out this way. And I point toward the door.
I like that idea.
And I will be happy to support you from behind, because I am not, of course, the best fighter, and my handsomeness and musical abilities, and I hold up my hands, must be preserved.
I just keep staring at you.
I
as you
slapped
keep
Velas
going
on the back. We get the message. All right. I'll
Wait,
go whichever
okay.
way you all want to go, but I just feel responsible for what just happened because I was still trying to understand everything.
I look at Beetle, I go, please go ahead and I shall follow after.
Well, let's all be quiet for a minute and listen on the other side of the rubble and see if we can hear those guys who rappelled down, if they might still be lurking out here.
As we're all being quiet for a minute, there's something I would like to do,
Okay.
which doesn't involve me moving or making any sort of motion or sound in any way. I would like to close my eyes and concentrate and think, Asram Gygax, you there? I concentrate in the deep recesses of my mind where I felt his presence before.
You surprised me. After about 30 seconds, you almost get this feeling of someone just kind of waking up and stretching, as if, getting out of bed. And he goes, "What do you want, girl?"
I kind of think about the images of the crew members of those ships and say, do you know what these are? Or...
Well, you got yourself mixed up with Githyanki, don't you?
Are they dangerous? How dangerous are they?
Well, it depends. For me, not dangerous at all, but for a slip of a girl like you, very.
You made it sound like you needed me for something, and if you do, you should help.
Well, unfortunately, my ability is quite tied to you at the moment.
Well, are Gnolls more or less dangerous than Githyanki? Because that seems like our two options.
Well, those little mangy curs are probably... Well, it depends on how many of them are there, isn't there?
You inspire such confidence.
Now, just one moment. Let me think. You get this mental feeling of someone pacing, as if, in a room or something.
I start pacing subconsciously as I feel that sensation.
Well, as best as I can tell, logic dictates that you're likely to... Well, you'll be more likely to survive the Gnolls than the Githyanki at this point. Githyankis rarely go out in small numbers. Gnolls, they tend to have a pack mentality, so it becomes a question of how big their pack is and how formidable. He just kind of mentally shrugs.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks,
Now,
I think begrudgingly.
I've got things to do, girl. Let me alone. And he just kind of mentally puts his back to you.
Closes the door.
Yeah.
Does Beetle hear anything while that all's going on?
I rolled a perception check. I'm listening at the rubble to try to hear if the Githyanki are still milling about outside.
Honestly, as sharp as your hearing is, it's really hard to hear through tons of rock.
Right.
And it is tons of rock. You don't hear any longer the explosions, which were hard to miss because they were rumbling through the floor of the forest and through your feet. You could even feel it. You do get the sense, like them, you have advantage on that, just on smelling and
on
hearing.
Yep,
Okay.
Smelling and hearing.
You do hear like some very faint noises, but you're not really sure. They could be animals on the other side. They could be humanoid on the other side. It's really, really hard to decipher through that much stone.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I'll relay that to Banner and assume the rest of the group.
from what I understand, Githyanki rarely come out in any small amount of number, but Gnolls are more pack-oriented animals. There probably wouldn't be as many of them. I say as if I'd known that all along.
Everyone's just giving Dawn a blank stare.
Well, I look at her and go, well, she is right about that.
I shoot an appreciative glance at you and then do a double take because I realize I'm... How tall are you, Valis? In the game? What's your height?
I'm about 5'11".
You're 5'11". I used to be your height, and now I'm several inches shorter than you. So I gotta do a double take because I haven't really stopped to look before. And I am 5'6". I was 5'11". A surge made me 5'6". So I'm shorter than you are used to.
All right, so Beetle's pacing back and forth, and she's taking all this in, and she says, okay, well, here's what I think we should do. One of two things. Either we take a quick little breather right here while someone watches those doors, and then we head down and see what we find and deal with the gnolls. Or we take a good long breather, wait a good, I would say at least somewhere between 4 to 8 hours until we think that they've really passed on, like for real. And then try Velas's idea of trying to have one of us burrow a tunnel out so we can all leave.
I vote for the first idea. This place has piqued my interest.
Animals that smell like wet dog pique your interest.
Don't gnolls
This
smell like wet
place.
dog?
I
know.
point
I
at the
know
religious symbol that Velas pointed out earlier.
Well, regardless, we should wait 8 hours anyway, don't you think, to see if we can get the councilwoman to wake up? Otherwise, I'll be carrying her around while trying to fight gnolls.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't wake up in a reasonable amount of time?
Well, then I'll deal with it, but...
Question for the DM. Would Emeraldi be able to summon his mount here to carry Varys? Or is it too narrow, the passageway?
It's a 20 by 20 foot room.
No, I mean like the passageway leading down if we peek down.
We
Well,
haven't opened the door.
The doors that you see are double doors, so they're yeah, they could fit a mount. I mean, they're about 10 feet in height and about 8 to 10 feet wide.
Well, if Emeraldi, what's his name?
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
Yeah,
Well, if Emeraldi calls Frankfurt, he might be able to carry out Councilwoman Varys, so Banner's got his arms free in case we get into a tussle.
Isn't Frankfurt a boar?
Yes.
There's nothing saying he can't drop her to fight.
He's still a large boar.
Well, but I mean, does he magically appear?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He's a magic boar.
Well, let me just throw one more thing out there. Why are we running away from the woman we've been trying to find?
What? What do you mean?
Well, aren't you supposed to take care of this woman?
What woman?
Who
Sorry, I
else?
forgot we didn't see her.
I haven't mentioned anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dawn is the only one that knows.
Oh, never mind. So they're just random ships. Okay, then
They're
I
just
don't
random
give it.
ships as far
All
as
right,
anyone
then
but
never
Dawn is
mind. Forget I
concerned.
said any of that.
6 random ships that basically tore a hole in the plains and chased you down.
True that.
Is Dawn really not going to mention this?
To the best of our knowledge, they were chasing the councilwoman, and
The
we're trying to
councilwoman.
save the
True.
council.
Okay, that makes sense.
We're just trying to get her away from her.
And from Dawn's perspective, she doesn't know that much about Marissa. She's seen her like once.
You
Maybe
do
twice.
know that Beetle is specifically hunting Marissa, though. You were told that back when you first met Beetle.
Then Dawn's
Does
forgotten.
Does Lycum know any of this? I don't think he does.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
Lycum or Banner know this because it was
Yeah.
before their time.
Emeraldi
But
does,
Velas-
but
Velas, Emeraldi, and Dawn know that Beetle is specifically hunting Marissa and something that she carries that was stolen.
That's right.
So it sounds like what we're doing is at least waiting 8 hours, seeing if the councilwoman can recover, and if she's not awake, we're definitely going down.
I can accept that.
And if she
I'm
wakes
okay with
up and
that.
has some other plan, then
And we'll take that
deal
into
with that when
consideration.
it comes.
Agreed.
Okay.
all right.
Nope, Dawn isn't saying anything. She figures they'll find out when the councilwoman wakes up.
Yeah.
I
So if we're gonna
suggest
take
we,
a rest,
If
We
She
need
she
to
doesn't want to
find a way to
provoke
bar
any
the
rash
door.
action.
We need to find a way to bar the door before we try to take a long nap here.
Well, I don't need.
I don't think we're gonna be able to bar the door unless we reattach it. Which actually I might be able to do. Can I pull out my smith's tools
That would
and
probably
see if
make
I
more
can reattach the door?
noise.
That's
Why
a good
don't we-
point. Why don't we just set a
Chef.
watch?
Let's just keep
Yeah.
an eye on things.
Are you
I
sure
don't
you
think-
want to use your smith tools? I mean, I'm more than willing to accommodate that.
Hey, Brian, can I spend
Of course,
some
Beetle
dice?
wants to use her smith's tools. She just got them.
Brian, can I spend a hit die if we're taking a short rest?
Yeah.
Or wait,
Taking a
I think we're
long
taking a long rest.
well,
Yeah.
we can't. We have it. You can only benefit from a long rest once every 24 hours. We haven't spent that long today. We'd have to wait like 16 or 17 hours.
Did this
Before-
happen right after we woke up?
We've only been traveling for a couple hours, I think, before it
Oh.
happened. So yeah, I'll
Oh,
spend a
really?
hit die too.
I definitely thought it was later in the day.
Yeah, you guys spent a long rest at the ruins of Emeraldi's family
Mm.
brewery.
But then we traveled like 7 days after that, right? Or 12 days after that.
Yeah, you did. And
Well, how long has today's journey been then?
This is no. It's a good point. You are coming up on evening, so it can be a
Oh,
long
okay,
Okay,
rest.
so
if you
we
want.
could
Take a long
wait like
rest.
12 hours for a long rest.
Okay.
Which works fine if we're doing
If we're spending 8, we may as well spend 12.
yeah, plus letting overlaps for taking watch and stuff.
That's fine with me. I'll,
Okay, as soon as we start resting, Beetle's gonna pull Dawn aside.
Lycan will take first watch while I'm in direwolf form.
Okay. So you guys bed down, find relative places of comfort. Like him, you
I'll
take your post
cir-
by the door, or what?
Yeah, I'll circle down, like kind of curl up. I'll walk over to the door, do a little circle, like get ready, and then just lay down in my little. I'll curl up next to the door and just keep watch. I'm like that dog with his head on his paws, just watching.
All right.
While
Emerald, we
he's,
could take second watch, and when he takes the second watch, he's gonna memorize his new spells.
I'll take a first watch with whoever's taking first watch, and then as soon as the first watch ends, I'll cast. Do I have Leomund's tiny hut? I think I believe. I thought I did. Yep, I'll cast Leomund's tiny hut right up against that door so nothing can get through. And we can either be in the hut or be in that room and nothing can get to us.
All right. So after discussing among yourselves your arrangements, you guys bed down for the evening. Go ahead.
Beetle's gonna have a conversation with Dawn.
Okay.
I kind of pull her off to the side, out of earshot of the group, if we can like find a little nook.
It's a 20 by 20 room. I don't think we can get out of earshot of the group, but we can move to a corner.
And
Yeah,
Lycan has
we would do a
observant,
corner.
so he's going to hear everything most likely.
That's fine.
Yes.
Are you doing okay?
I think I'm doing all right, all things considered. I look around at the ruins and the dust-strewn floor from where the bombs have been going off, and quickly bandaging a cut on my side from where I took that damage from the explosion earlier.
I've just noticed you seemed a little more volatile lately. And I just wanted to kind of check in and see how you were doing.
Well, I appreciate that, but I don't think this is the best time. I kind of shoot a glance over at everyone else and Lycum, who's kind of eyeing me from across
Okay.
the room.
All right. Well,
I yawn.
maybe soon we can
I
find
dawn.
a place.
Uh,
Maybe soon we can find time for a chat.
I pat Vito on the shoulder. I used to do it on the head, but I'm shorter now. I mean, come on. I lost 5 inches. That's huge. That's like almost half a foot.
That's almost happening.
I want to undo that.
It's nice that you're closer to my height now, by the way. I say, and I pat her like on the shoulder instead of the elbow for once.
I need to get some heals. It feels weird.
I bet. But you know what? I've been short my whole life compared to you long shakes, and it's really not that bad.
It's changed twice now.
Well, that's what happens when you use crazy magic. But on the upside,
Is it-
look at all the cool crazy
Do other
magic.
mages have this problem? I've never
Oh
heard.
yeah, that and worse. Like,
I want to
like
make an
this
insight check on.
this is mild compared to what could happen to you.
If you look over at Lycum, he's just
All
shaking his
right.
head no because it's never happened to him.
Make
Seven.
a deception check. Oh well,
Doesn't
still make a
matter.
deception check. It could be lower.
It's funny because while she's making that up, it's true for Dawn. For everyone else, that would be false, but for me, it's true.
All right.
I just sigh.
You
I'm gonna
totally
bed down. I get my Tides of Chaos back. Oh, I'm gonna cast a Mage Armor towards the end of our long rest.
Okay.
Oh my god, a wild surge happened.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Speak of the
Perfect
devil.
timing.
Oh, wait, I need to
That
pull
happens
the-
in the morning, right? Though.
Yeah.
Is it- okay.
In the morning is
Oh,
we're all
something
stirring.
else is going to happen before then. I guess we can resolve that, but I'm not waiting until all the way to morning, just like most of the way through the rest.
Do it outside of the hut.
So it's like
I
it's
do
like
it while
5
I'm sitting.
o'clock in the morning. Then
You do it
Velas
inside-
is like.
I cast Levitate on myself and just start floating.
The hut is 10 by 10 and the space is 20 by 20, so it's up to Dom where she casts it.
Yeah.
I'm just in my corner. While I'm like kind of resting, I cast a spell and I just start like drifting up into the air. Kind of grab onto the ground.
makes me think of someone in a
Oh,
zero
just
G
swing.
environment trying to flap their wings like, wait, no, wait.
Make that grunt noise whenever you start floating. Velas wakes up, looks at you, and is like,
I kick off the wall and drift over towards Velas.
"Do you? What?
I don't know. I then realized that I can't stop my movement as I'm moving across the room towards him.
Beetle wakes up and she sees Dawn.
I'm like
What
legs in
what
the
are
air
you
holding
doing?
the Velas anchor. I don't know what's going on.
I'm preparing my morning spells, and I look up at Dawn. I'm like, "Do you want me to prepare Earthbind? I can."
She just bounces off the wall. Boom.
Reaches up, grabs her wrist, pulls her down. Hey, you'll be fine.
Glad I was
You'll be
inside.
fine. It'll be okay. You'll be fine.
So for the next 10 minutes, Dawn just kind of lazily floats around.
I try and look like I know what I'm doing, but I don't.
I'm gonna tie her to my wrist like a balloon.
Yes! You beat me to it.
Oh,
Velas, did you really try and take Banner's eye patch, or was that a joke?
No, I did.
Because that's gonna have problems.
Are you,
Oh,
you wear it
what?
all the time, or is it like in a pocket?
Yeah,
Not
it's on
only
his
is he wearing
face.
it all the time, but no one understands yet that it's cursed and he can't bear to part with it.
Are you gonna try and
Wait.
steal it while Dawn is a balloon?
He made a sleight of
No.
hand roll in chat and said he's trying to take Banner's eye patch.
oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that happened
Did
before
you
she gets-
I don't
Did
know
you
what
do
to
it after
roll against it. I
Banner
wasn't-
tried to sleep or what? What? Tell me the circumstances around that.
Oh, when he went to sleep, I was gonna go over there and just kind of like, I want to be a pirate so bad. I got to take his eye patch. I couldn't help myself because
All right.
my wisdom's 8.
You do manage to take it off him, and he didn't wake up at first, but
he could do a perception check, I guess.
well, he's
Well, because
sleeping.
the question
When you're
is,
sleeping,
do you
it's your
put it back
passive.
on before he wakes up? That's the real question.
Well, you'll
Um,
wake up when Dawn starts going
As-
floating around the.
As you're sleeping, Banner, suddenly you
bad.
bolt upright as you grab a hold of your head and start screaming. You take 6 psychic damage. and you realize that your eye patch is gone.
Okay.
Am I
Is
still
there
floating?
anything else that happens? Because I thought
You feel the innate need to find that eye patch.
I look around for the eye patch.
You see Don floating.
Yeah,
Is
you
it on
do see
Velus's
Dawn
face?
floating.
Is it on Velus's face?
The eye patch.
I tackle Velus and start trying to rip it off his face.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. I try and like swim my way over to them in the air, but I can't because I'm floating.
You rip it off your face. I'm sorry, I was just borrowing it. Here. I did not know. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was so important to you.
Velis, it's not nice to steal things.
What
Banner,
Yeah,
I think that was a
Velis.
bit of an overreaction.
What do I feel at this
Squint
point?
my
Like,
eyes.
as my hands are like, one hand on his throat and the other one's ripping it off his face.
as soon as you
Farts.
as soon as you have it back in your possession, you actually forget for a moment that you were like choking the life out of Velis, because you're like, oh,
Ah!
I found it. It's mine. I got it back. It's like you're complete now.
Sorry, Velus. I think I was having a dream. And I put it back on my head, and I walk away.
Did Banner just try to did Beetle see Banner just try to kill Velis over the eye patch?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's a 20
I-
by 20-foot room. I think everybody saw Banner trying to kill Velus for the eye.
I'm going to assume some things are obvious. Banner waking up out of a dead sleep, screaming, and then tackling Velis is kind of hard to miss.
Like and roll
Banner.
back over. It's normal night.
Now that we put that back, did we ever identify everything that it does?
Yeah, it lets me see dead people.
While you're wearing it, can I touch it for 10 minutes?
Can she touch it for 10 minutes? I don't know how
Wearing
that.
it?
I think she can. I think that works. We
Well,
never tried to do that before with anything.
Emerald feels a little alarmed because Banner screamed, and he kind of goes to the door and starts peeking out the door. And it's
Yeah,
like got his
probably
maul
good
ready.
idea.
I finally touch back down to the ground.
I
What?
tried to
Wow!
hand
What?
it to her
What a
so-
chaotic! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just-
Chaos.
If I have 10 minutes before
think
something
so.
bursts through the doors, I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
And
I can't remember if we did this before or not.
No, I tried to hand it to you the last time, both
And you
times,
couldn't.
and I couldn't both times. You asked to touch it,
Right,
there's no reason I wouldn't let you touch it.
right.
Something I recently learned is that a ritual takes 10 more minutes than the spell, so actually it's 11 minutes, Julia.
Okay, 11 minutes.
Maybe it matters.
Beetle and Banner are having a conversation that amounts to, "Can I touch it?" And Velis is recovering from, not being able to suck air. And Lynn Lycum just kind of yawns just about the same time as Dawn finally touches down. So who's doing what next?
I'm casting Identify.
I say, I guess you can touch it. I bend down, I sit down because she's only
Just
2 feet
sit
high.
with me. Just sit. There's something going on with this thing, and so I put my hand on it
I
and I
sit
start
like this
casting
so
my
Beetle
ritual.
can sit on my knees and be at eye level on Banner.
He seems normal to me.
We're doing a trust exercise. It's gonna be awesome.
Emeraldi, are you still trying to do your thing?
Yeah, I'm still listening at the door to see if after
I'm gonna
that
join
screaming
Emeraldi.
alerted any creatures in
I'm
the
gonna join him.
further
I'm
out
gonna
room.
say,
All right.
is there anything moving out there, Emeraldi?
Make it deception. Make a perception check.
May I do one too as I'm joining him?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you're trying to listen, but Emeraldi's like right in the way, and he's like got his ear to the door. You don't see anything. You don't see anything coming down the up the stairs towards the door, but you do see on the other side of the door that there's stone stairways. A stone stairway leading down into darkness into a cut stone hall.
I could see 120-foot dark vision because of my
Yes.
helmet.
I'm aware. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Hey, Beamer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have summon Cog last night before we went to bed?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
So-
we get 10 minutes through this, or?
Yes, I just thought we'd sit here for 10 minutes and wait.
That's what I'm doing. I have my eye to the door.
Julia, do the
Just watching.
ritual.
Yeah,
Like I'm trying to
I
finish
did
up
the
the last,
ritual.
last
No, do it in
episode.
person.
First,
Real
right now,
time.
take 10 minutes.
No, act it out for 10 minutes.
You have to wisp mystical nothings.
Do what Velas does and do, these gyrations and
Pontificate for 10
convulsions.
minutes. No.
Inscribe some magic runes on the camera.
And
Let
play
me look
tic-tac-toe on Banner's face.
I'll design it.
Making little arcane symbols in the air with my finger with prestidigitation.
Wishing I had message to, kind of walk you through like all the gyrations you're supposed to go through to.
Hey, Beetle, could you have used the spell Identify on the elf woman? What's her name?
Oh,
That was
yeah,
fun.
actually, I could do that. Come to think of it.
I can do that one while you're taking care of Banner.
Good idea.
Velas was working on Varel and Julie
Oh,
was
yeah. Okay.
Beetle was working on.
So, what you learn, Beetle, is that when looking through the gem, you may see into the ethereal plane. This item may have additional uses, though you have been unable to really, you can't quite grasp what that might be. That seems to be, in terms of its magical effects, the extent of what happens.
You said there may be other effects
Yeah,
that are not magical?
that are not magical, yes, perhaps, but there may be other uses for this item that you simply can't quite understand yet.
When you say yet, like mechanically, what do you mean? 'Cause, like, would it
Mechanically and out of
identify-
character, you guys aren't high. You don't meet the requirements.
Okay. Okay, so it's not something that the identify spell in itself would identify. We would have to be a higher level to be able to understand what it is.
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
So
But,
what she could do is
Above and beyond that particular thing, there may be something else affecting it, but it doesn't seem like it's magical, like some
Okay.
other property to the material itself.
Quick, multi-class into thief. We'll figure it out.
Seriously. Well, all right. So Beetle finishes, and she's like, "Well, I definitely, I get the sense that, like, I mean, you can see into the ethereal plane with it. We already knew that. There may be something else going on, but I don't know, man. It might be above my pay grade. I can't really tell what else it might do or might not do.
That's what I told you.
But I will say, the way you just went after Velas, it seemed like there's something not quite Banner about that.
I told you I was still asleep. That's all it was. I'm sure that I was like transported back to Calimport, and they were stealing my things and my favorite rock.
when you say that, Velas
Oh.
raised his hands and goes, "Oh my gosh, you just so normal that I had forgotten that you'd spent so much time as a slave, and you must have had to protect your own stuff so much. I am so sorry. I will not do that again."
It is true. I think it was probably just that. Velas, I appreciate your. I know you were just playing a prank, and we're all like that.
Oh, it wasn't really playing
True.
a prank. I just wanted to be a pirate.
Oh, well, I have this other eye patch that I used before I got this one.
You just see the elation on his face. He grabs it, puts it on immediately.
Arr.
It wasn't that eye patch. I just wanted an eye patch.
All right.
But just keep that in mind. I'm sorry. Yes. Just be careful when I'm sleeping. Don't do anything crazy.
And then I bump into a wall because my depth perception is messed up.
I'm gonna go check on Beryl.
Did I see anything from her?
She still seems out of it.
Okay,
There's
I'm gonna like
all the-
take some of the canvas that I have and like use it to like drip water in her mouth, just so that like I don't want to like drown her or choke her, but I want like try to get some moisture into her. 'Cause we can't really feed her. We can
Okay.
at least try to make sure she's a little bit
Yeah,
hydrated.
yeah, you can definitely do that. No check necessary.
Okay.
I look at
Banner, did you get my message?
I just got your message.
Okay. All right.
Well, is everyone else distracted with something else right now after that little incident?
Lycom's trying to go back to sleep.
Okay.
Once he saw you getting choking Velis, I was just like, all right, back to sleep.
But when everyone goes, Banner just sits in the corner and doesn't go back to sleep at this point.
we're all waking up now to get ready to move out.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
My mistake. Then never mind for now.
As Lycom gets up, he starts to stretch out like he's in dog form. Like he's like arches his back, and all of a sudden he like looks around, realizes he's in elf form, and stands up and like brushes himself off a little bit. Goes about his day.
All right. So, as far as you can tell, it's been several hours. Enclosed in such a environment with no windows or way of looking out, it's hard to tell. But you all feel rested. As Beetle yawns widely.
Emeraldy's gonna cast Aid again.
Okay.
On who?
Same people?
Banner, Lycom, and Dawn.
All right, that's 5.
Thank you.
Well, 5 increase and then 5 plus 5 to your maximum.
Right.
All right. So,
All right. So are we gonna go down?
I think it's time.
Well, so the councilwoman didn't wake up or anything, I take it.
no.
No.
Emerald, do you mind calling Frankfurter to carry her?
Sure. Why don't you guys go ahead and scout the next room?
How big does she look?
And I'm going to take about 10, 11 minutes to summon Frankfurter, and then I might need some help securing a barrel to Frankfurter.
I can help you do that.
Emeraldy.
Bellis, what?
How big is Veryl? Is she an elf or is she a
No,
elf.
she's a high elf.
Yeah. Velis might not be very wise, but he's not entirely weak. He looks at her and he says, since I, of course, am not one to be fighting, I think I could carry her.
Can I insight check Bellis? Because he used Lycom was the one who was flirting with her, or was it Bellis?
Well, Velis flirts with everybody, but
It was
That's
definitely not Lycom.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's a better idea to have to kind of gently strap her to a mount, and not have any of us encumbered if we don't have to be. Because who knows what we're gonna find down here. If you're carrying someone, you might not be able to cast a spell.
Well, I would, of course, set it down before I was went to
Well,
cast.
that's the thing. We don't have to worry. Like, he can order Frank to like go behind us if we're fighting something, and you know what I mean. So
It is true. It is true.
I just think it's a better idea.
All right, then. I was just putting the offer out there. It is.
All right. So is that what we're doing? We're strapping her to the steed?
Yep. As best we can.
All right. So you spend a good 15 minutes doing that. You were able to get her strapped. She looks comfortable as can be expected anyway. And you guys look around. Looks like you're all ready to go. What shall you do?
Lycum changes into direwolf form and starts to, once we're ready to head forward, I'll start leading the way and just doing a perception check the whole way if I can. Just making sure.
I stay close to him because I'm sneaky and I have good dark vision.
I stay close as well.
Emerald is going
since
to
I have
take
both.
beer with Frankfurter and Verrill.
Any of the magical items we have give off any light?
Good question. It is quite dark in here.
When I look through the crystal, do I see things whether it's dark or not?
No, you only see things in the ethereal plane.
Okay.
I pull my hood up
Okay.
and go sneaky.
All right.
So I join Velis in the middle.
How are you guys going to get past the door?
Should we oil the hinges before we try and open it?
I'm gonna check the door for traps before we do anything else.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to watch a beetle while she checks the door for
Do you
traps.
want perception or investigation?
Perception. You see no traps, and you feel fairly confident that is indeed a very fancy temple door.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna oil the hinges
Okay.
for the door that's actually working.
All right. You do so, and it takes you just a few minutes as you oil the hinges. You grab at the door, go to pull it open. It's locked.
Well then I will pull out my thieves' tools, which I now have expertise in because level 2 artificer.
Yes, do your thing.
Ow.
Well, it's not a particularly complex lock. You get the sense that it was just merely, meant to keep out the undesirables. It is, after all, a temple. And you do manage with, maybe not with flair, but you manage to get solid progress on it, and about 5 minutes later, you hear a satisfying as it unlocks, and you're able to open it, and you hear the grinding of the steel hinges, but it doesn't squeak.
Okay.
As Beetle's unlocking the door, Banner leans over to Velis. He's like, when I was a slave, there was this one time someone stole a belt of mine, and when I found him, I wrapped it around his neck and tightened it until his head popped off, and then I used it as a club in the pits.
You used his head as a club?
Yes, I stuck my fingers through his eye sockets, and I bludgeoned other people with it. I just thought you should know.
Given Velis's naivete, especially about slavery and gladiatorial combat, I'm not gonna try to incite that.
That sounds more like a gauntlet than a club.
Oh my goodness, that is what kind? And I look at my whip belt that I've got on. And I go, was it a belt like this?
Oh yes, it was just a simple belt. I'm quite
Remember, this is my belt. That he made it for me. That dwarf made it for me. So hopefully you won't have a flashback to that moment.
Oh no, I won't. Just stay away from the eye patch, and I'm sure it won't again.
I don't
Is
need
the door open yet?
Gave me. I am now a pirate. And
Is the door open?
Fine ships.
Yeah, the door is open.
I'm just gonna sneak on ahead, away from those fools.
Yeah, I'm ignoring them too, but I'm kind of giggling quietly under my breath.
I've got advantage on my check, and it does absolutely nothing because I rolled terribly.
Oh.
Yeah, Lycum's going forward too and stealthing.
All right.
No, stealth.
I do have.
Go ahead and make
It's a stone, so I have advantage on stealth.
Ha ha ha!
Look at that, Lycum.
All right.
At least people have disadvantage to see me. Maybe my 12 will be enough.
Can Emerald do a religion check on this entry room with this fountain and these statues or whatever?
We already did. It's Tempest and right? Tempest and that demon lord guy. Sorry, that's done.
Not to identify the deities, but to identify the nature of the room. Was it used for, some sort of religious purpose? Is it just an entryway, or is it used for a purpose?
Sure. Go ahead and make a check. Yeah. So all temples have some things in common. And one of those things in common is that most monks and priests and clerics and paladins are cloistered usually at the temple. That is usually, the cloister itself is usually in the bottom half of the temple or in a separate hall. In this case, as best you can tell, this area was used to accept visitors. The pool was used to wash feet and perhaps hands as they come to wait on whomever that they were going to visit, which leads you to believe that perhaps you are heading towards the living quarters of where the monks, priests, clerics, paladins used to live.
I guess the question is, because there's some temples that don't have monasteries attached, but is what I'm seeing indicative that this is a temple and monastery combo?
Yeah, I mean, based on what you're seeing, you feel like you can safely assume that there was someone at some point in the past cloistered here.
Okay, I mentioned that to the group,
or a group of people, I should say.
I mentioned it to the group, whoever's near me, about that we may be actually going into a monastery of a temple downstairs and going to the living quarters. So there could be small little chambers for prayers, or maybe even, if this is Tempest, or may even be, weapon stockpiles, or, even a training room.
So, as you all pass through the pair of steel doors, you continue down stone steps that lead you into the darkness below. The faint sounds of nature that could be barely heard now give way to the oppressive silence of earth and stone. The walls, cut of stone, quickly give way to the more natural formation of cavernous rock. The passageway continues down for another 100 yards, until the natural cavern formation reverts back to a cut stone hallway. Ahead, as you look, you see the hallway seems to go around a bend to the right, and you see the soft glow of firelight. What do?
I'm gonna stop and listen.
All right.
There's firelight. There's creatures down here, probably.
I'm just gonna stand next to the wall and just blend in with my cloak.
I'm very distracted.
And I'm gonna be listening and smelling if something's getting closer. If we're just keeping an eye on there.
I cast lightning bolt now.
All right.
That is with advantage.
Because
as long as it's not seen. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, Beetle, you don't hear anything. Like him, you do hear something. It's very faint, as if it's still distant, but you hear the soft padding of feet, but not human feet. It sounds like the soft pad of canine feet.
Banner, we're getting close. They're still a ways off, but we're getting closer to them.
Lycum says they're close. Did you guys actually hear me? I might have whispered actually too much.
I heard you. It's just one hallway that goes down to this firelight?
Yeah. It's it kind of bends around. It's not like a turn. It just bends around, and you see the soft glow of firelight. It's about 60 feet ahead of you still.
Lycum, what exactly do you sense?
Gnoll's exactly what we're expecting.
No, I mean, do you smell them or hear them? Are they?
I hear them walking around the padded foot falls.
Yeah, and you can definitely smell them. Gnolls leave a very unmistakable scent.
I use message spell to banner and say, ask him if you can tell how many.
Do I know how many?
How many?
I mean, you hear one, but you know that they're pack oriented.
Okay.
I just
smell-
informed everyone of that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pull out my feather dart crossbow and knock a bolt in it and start creeping forward still.
I'm gonna creep a little bit behind Beetle, but forward as well.
I'm drawing my weapon.
I don't have a weapon to draw, but I ready my magic, whatever that means.
All right.
Prepare to be a badass.
I'm always a badass.
As you continue to creep forward, Emeraldi and Velis, what are you doing? Bringing up the rear?
Oh,
And Banner
I hope
as well.
I hope the boar knows to be stealthy.
Boar's at the very back.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
All right.
Yeah, me and the Frankfurter are in the back. We're the last. Velis could probably be ahead of me and Vero.
All right. So as you continue to creep forward,
I mean, I don't know if I can do a stealth roll for Frankfurter and myself or not, but
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
you
one
can.
of us will try.
You can.
Lycum, Dawn, and Beetle are up front.
All right. Who's in the lead?
Beetle.
Lycum, Dawn, and Beetle. Or I guess,
I'm
yeah.
behind Beetle. I know that because I
Lycan
said
would
it.
probably be in the front. Yeah.
okay. I'm right behind him then.
So I'm in the back of the front.
All right.
How do I roll a stealth?
Just
for...
click
It
on
just
stealth.
is his dex. It just is his dex plus your d20.
Yeah,
Whatever the
you're-
boar is.
there you go.
There you
That's
go.
not bad.
Go,
Go,
Frank.
Frank.
Better
Better
Um,
than me.
Yeah.
Being
I got-
late.
Emeraldi,
+6.
as you kind of plump down, your armor is rattling quite well.
I wince
Thankfully,
with every step he takes.
No, thankfully somehow I rolled a 1. Yeah. So Lycum, as you're going around the bend, you see this large humanoid creature with the muzzle of a kind of a wolf, and its long, stringy black hair, its eyes. It's carrying a spear, as it seems to be padding into some kind of patrol formation. It stops near what looks to be some kind of structure, and there's a door off to his left as he's facing your way. The door is closed. He kind of appears in the darkness for a moment. He raises his muzzle and then he just turns around and he starts heading back.
I'm up there with him. Do I see him?
Yeah, I mean, Lycum, are you in elven form or what?
No, I'm direwolf.
Okay.
Are there any like warning bells or anything like that near him?
You don't see any, no.
Okay. I'm going to creep up and shoot him from a hidden position so I get sneak.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it definitely hits. Yeah. So just as he turns around, your bolt slams into the back of his into his back, and he lurches forward, like almost goes up on tippy toes, and then he just kind of face plants into the ground, and he's dead. He lays still.
I nuzzle Beetle, like, good job.
I'm
I
going
let the little fire fade from my fingertips. I was about to do it, but didn't need to.
I'm gonna creep up and kind of search him and see if there's anything identifying on him.
I'm gonna creep around the wall and just keep an eye out for anything else that might be creeping up on us.
Okay. Go ahead and make a another stealth roll as you do so.
I have advantage, and people have disadvantage to see me.
Okay. All right. As you sneak forward, Beetle, what were you looking at? Oh yeah, telltale signs.
Searching the Gnoll.
Yeah. As you look at the Gnoll, he has bits of armor about him. It doesn't look like it's really good armor. It's just kind of pieces of rotted leather sewed together. But I mean, he's got a serviceable spear. He does seem to be a part of a pack. As you kind of flip him over, you see on the front of his armor he's got a simple, what looks to be a wolf eye etched into it.
Okay, I point the wolf eye out to whoever's nearby, and I kind of make a quiet gesture. Is there another exit from this chamber, or like what exactly was he guarding?
All right. So, what you see? Let me just briefly show you what you see. 1 minute. We're not in initiative or anything just yet, but come on.
We killed the only enemy in the dungeon. It's all done.
Yeah, you won.
We win D&D.
Let's call it a break. New campaign next week.
This was the big bad guy.
The Gnoll was the wolf's mastermind behind it all.
The Gnoll that I one-shotted with a crossbow bolt.
He was a
Maybe
thing
he
who
was-
was
All
not a fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
He was
So,
the
essentially, this is what you see. The building here. There's another set of there's another door and a couple of torches off to the left. There's a closed door to the right.
Are we supposed to see stuff?
It's
Yeah.
at the top.
Oh, there we go.
So, are we coming from the north
Yes.
side of the swamp? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there's a little way back in here, and then there's a way forward here.
Yes.
Looks like there's a
There's
doorway.
a door on the right, a door on
and
the
a
left,
doorway.
and then it continues down.
What's this? Just like a stalagmite?
Yes.
That's a big ballista that's pointed right at you.
I want to go and listen at this door.
What I really find funny is you guys left Clavis, Verge, and Earthheart.
Oh no!
I was meaning to ask about that. I thought we brought him with us.
Yeah. You all did, but then, you just kind of like, okay, you guys can do your own thing, and see you, Clavis.
I mean, it was only a temporary partnership.
I would have liked to have had him along. He was fun.
Well, I'm sure we'll run
I'm
into
just
him.
trying to justify our abandoning him without.
I honestly just completely forgot about him. There's 2 weeks in between games is enough that like I tend to forget about little things like that.
I thought I asked him to keep staying with us. I just assumed
So-
that meant we would keep him appraised of our ideas.
So
I didn't know
I-
that I had to keep mentioning every time.
You don't have to worry about positioning perfectly, guys. This is just to give you an idea.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your perception check. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Oh, I thought she was looting the body. I was the one keeping an eye down the hallway.
I did, but like then I went up to this door and I was listening.
Oh, okay.
And Lycom's kind of been trailing Beetle, just keeping an eye on her as she's going farther forward. Mind if I jump in and help out with that?
Sure.
Is this a fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a torch.
Like
Or
a watchfire.
brazier.
Brazier. Yeah.
Brian, I'm gonna go down to this door on the
Advantage
east.
though for hearing.
Okay, what did you say, Dawn?
I'm going to this door to the east and putting my ear to it,
All right.
keeping my hood up, blending in
Yep,
with my not so invisibility cloak.
Make your perception check.
10.
We're not very perceptive today.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that there are two torches burning right next to the door. I'm looking at just crackling fire that just drowning everything else out. That's my excuse.
Yeah, you don't hear anything either.
I'm gonna check and see if this door is locked.
No, it is not.
Okay. Is there a keyhole?
It doesn't look like there's a keyhole. This place is just a place for cloistered monks to live, so there was not. You could surmise that there's not a lot of need for locked doors.
Yeah, monks
Alright.
don't own things.
I'm gonna go ahead and push this door open and look inside.
All right. And as you do so, you do see what appears to be a cell. A couple of straw pallets there. And as you open the door, you get the unmistakable whiff of canine smell, like dog smell, like really strong dog smell. You see a weapon rack that is actually old. There's nothing in it, but it's like kind of dilapidated, cracked, broken. It's pretty much useless. The room is fairly well lit, with a torch along one wall and a brazier in the corner opposite of the door.
Nothing's moving or breathing in here, as far as I can tell.
Nope. It's just it's just a one-room little thing. The two pallets are actually up on a raised area.
Platform.
Yep.
I'm gonna go in and just take a quick look around.
All right. Other than that really strong dog smell, and you swear you see a couple of fleas, but that's about it.
All right. I gesture back, or I walk out and I gesture that the room is clear, and I keep going down. Is there anything down beyond here?
Yeah. As you look down, you see, of course, the stalagmite. You see that it curves around.
It's just
some more.
vampires everywhere, filling the tunnel.
And a big giant. No, just kidding.
Can I listen at this door too?
Sure.
No, before she listens to say, there's nothing on the other side. I haven't heard anything in a couple minutes.
All right. As you're listening, Beetle, you hear
I'm sure it's just
something
like 'em.
sniffing on the other side.
I'm gonna point to the Gnoll's body and there and thumbs up and pull out my crossbow again.
All right.
And then I'm going to kick open the door.
Oh, what the you?
All right.
Can you kick open the door?
Before we get to anything,
I just want
for
to point
mechanic's
out,
sake,
it wasn't me.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna bounce off of it anyway. So
Probably, but it'll be entertaining for you.
for mechanic's sake, can I fit as a direwolf through those doorways? Because they look really small. Even though my
Well, those were made for medium-sized creatures.
okay.
And you're a large, so I'm gonna say no.
Burt Reynolds is assisting me
Cool.
to kick down the door.
Everyone. Make an athletics check as you do that, but everyone roll initiative.
how far can we see down this tunnel from the position we're in now at the door?
You can see. Actually, no one said they were looking backwards, but
Oh, I'm looking back now. while they're about to kick down the door, I'm looking. My back's to them, and I'm sort of watching behind us.
All
at
right.
this point.
So you
That's
see,
why-
as you round the corner and you happen to look to your right instead of looking, fixating on the door, another gnoll there, and in the distance, what looks to be a third, second or third, whatever, another gnoll back in the distance. The gnoll in the distance is actually snarling, and he's pulling out what looks to be a short bow. I'm sorry, a long bow. Beetle, as you kick open the door, you raise up your crossbow, and just as you do, you are face to face with the biggest, hairiest, kind of gray-haired gnoll you've ever seen. Probably the only one you've ever seen, but as he rampages forward and attacks you 3 times.
Holy.
The last one hits.
Last one hits, doing, wow. Yeah, that was a critical, doing 13, 7 piercing and 6 poison damage as his...
How? That's not a critical. He rolled a 15.
Well, the damage is still the same, and right.
Okay.
No, the bite was a critical. He rolled a... Oh, no, you're right. Yeah. No, that's the damage.
Okay.
As he sinks his teeth into your shoulder.
I'm going to uncanny dodge that and take 6 damage instead.
Okay.
You mean 7?
Or
Oh no,
Would
it
it be
is 6.
7? Yes.
I misadded. I thought it was 15 for some reason.
You should be able to see this, kind of, sort of. Down the hall, you hear another door opening and a creature starting to pad your way. Let's see. 30.
Down the hall this way?
Yes.
Okay.
As another like gnoll starts charging your way.
he just came within 10 feet of me. I'm attacking him.
Go ahead.
Dang it.
And that does not hit. As your swing goes wild. Lycum, you're up. What do you wish to do? Where are you?
I'm the. Do you not see my direwolf form?
Oh, you're still a direwolf. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I am going to actually cast my spirit guide, and I'm going to charge at the gnoll that's coming towards us.
Okay.
Go, like him, go.
All right.
Beamer.
The first one hits, and the second one misses. Go ahead and roll your
No.
damage.
No, that's attack. That's hitting damage.
Oh, you don't have it set up. Okay. All right. Yeah. So is it? Yeah, that definitely hits, doing 11 points of damage as you sink your teeth into him. He's still looking pretty healthy at this point, though. Is that your turn?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
All right. What's Cog going to do?
Cog is going to fly down a little bit this way, and then... So that's it for Cog.
All right. Dawn, you're up. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna sidestep over here and catch all 3 of these guys in a lightning bolt.
All right.
As I just blasted out down the hallway, sizzling by that stalactite.
All right.
I rolled so many 3s.
Oh. Okay, that guy
I rolled
makes
nothing lower than a
it.
3.
That one misses, or doesn't make it, I mean. And that one doesn't make it. As the electric bolt, kind of lightning bolt, goes flaring down the hall. Yeah, how much damage? 30, nice.
I rolled a shit ton of 3s, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
The gnoll in the middle, sounds like a song, just turns into a crisp and dies. as well as the one with the longbow.
That's all I do. Just seeing that. I just snort in derision at these puny opponents.
All right.
75 damage, first turn. One of the rare instances where lightning
Alright.
bolt is better than fireball. Couldn't have caught all
Bellis,
those guys in a fireball.
you're up. What do you wish to do?
I will cast haste on Banner.
Ooh.
All right.
He's up there right in the middle of the fight, so I figured he'd be a good person to cast haste on. And as a bonus action, I am going to inspire Beetle. And I did not have I can't think of anything to inspire with right at this moment. Beetle, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Smeedle will.
Beetle, so you are so inspired, you think. Okay,
Because-
Beetle.
Hog and I are going to disengage. And then I'm going to shoot that guy, and I have advantage on him. Or not advantage, but I have sneak attack on him because my good pal Lycum is there.
Okay.
So... Oh, 13 probably does not hit him though.
Where'd it go? It does not, as the bolt goes wide.
But you do have inspiration.
Oh, I'm gonna use my... Is it too late to use it?
No, I'll let you.
Okay. What is it, a D6 or a D8?
D8, I think.
For Bellis.
19?
That does hit.
Okay, let me roll some sneak
9
damage then.
points.
15 points.
15 points. Nice. Yeah, your bolt finds him, hits solidly. Some black blood comes out of his muzzle, and he gives kind of this yowling yelp. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Banner, so hasted. Feeling the much faster than you were before. What do you wish to do?
Feeling the surge of Velis's haste, Banner just starts spinning his glaive and starts walking forward as his blade is just a blur.
General Grievous style.
Yeah, it's General
Alright.
3 attacks.
Okay.
I like to use that when we're
First
not
attack.
to turn him into a fan.
And I'm going to use trip attack on that to try and trip him. So that's 19 damage to start.
Alright.
Plus he has to make that save.
Which he does not, and he is
So
prone.
everything else is he's prone now for the next 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So that one hits too. And I assume that does.
Yeah.
Put another 14 on top of the 19.
So yeah, you manage to sweep his legs, and then you just raise up your polearm and just start hacking down at him. And you also hear him kind of yelp as he's trying to skitter out of the way. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, Emeraldi, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Emeraldi's going to move forward 2 spaces. He's going to do an item interaction and equip his heavy crossbow. And he's going to cast a spell that no one's really heard him say before.
Oh.
Alright.
I like that spell.
So as you raise your crossbow, your heavy crossbow, it begins radiating with a white light. Alright, yeah, that definitely
Every little bit
hits. Yeah, your crossbow hits it square in the head, and he just drops like a puppet with cut strings. As the battle begins to break out, Banner, the creature in front of you, kind of lifts his head and howls really loud. And it just reverberates through the cavern, and down further to the south you hear answering yips and howls as the alarm is now raised. And then he's going to attack you twice with his claws, and once as he goes forward. Does the 18 and 20 hit?
The 20 will hit.
All right, doing 7 piercing.
Oh no, never mind. I'm not doing anything.
Did you add the +2 to your AC, Banner?
Yep, it's at 19 with +2.
Okay.
So he sinks his teeth into you, doing 7 piercing damage and 6 poison damage. As you feel the poison kind of start to burst through you.
I'm going to use riposte and attack him when he misses me.
Okay. Your riposte unfortunately goes wide. Lycum, you're up. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to run down the hall. I will check on that first door. And if I see anything, then I'll stop. If not, I'll keep running.
All right. As you go ahead and move your token then. As you do so, you see 2 other doors opening up to the... Oh, which room? Sorry.
I'm stopping at the first one, and if I don't see anything, then I'll keep going.
Alright, well, that's already done. Yeah, what you see in there is a large statue of a gnoll, and it looks like he's wielding a triple-headed flail, and he's got a human in his maw. It's a giant gnoll like statuesque there as he's devouring this human, and he's got his hand like cocked back like he's ready to strike with his 3-headed flail. It looks to be just an altar of some kind.
Okay. And I assume the human is not actually alive. It's part of the sculpture, right?
Right.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll keep going. And
the sculpture is devouring a live human.
And I can run up to 60 feet, so I'll make it to the bend over here.
All right. And as you do so, you come face to face with a really grotesque-looking beast that is basically, it looks like a head of a badger and the body and legs. The body of a hyena and legs of a deer, kind of all mushed together. It looks like some kind of, I don't know, abomination of nature.
Is it bigger or smaller than me?
It's the same size about as you. And
Okay,
as you round the corner, it was actually heading towards the howl. As you do so, and it stops, and it grits its teeth and opens its maw, and then along the muzzle it bisects to show more teeth as saliva just kind of drifts down.
Mandibles.
I growl back, and I prep myself to attack this thing as it comes past. I will stop it if I can.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. From behind you, another gnoll bursts out, and then from a door to the north of this creature that you just saw, another gnoll bursts out as they respond to the alarm. From the south, and I guess I should have revealed some of that, you see another gnoll as that gnoll surges forward and tries to attack you with its spear. and misses horribly with a roll of 8. Meanwhile, up north in the group, another gnoll that is in the further in the room tries to come up here. He can't seem to get through. He's like trying to get past the big-bodied gnoll that is in front of him. What is Cog going to do?
Cog's just hanging out right now.
Cog hanging out. Dawn, you're up.
All right, I am going to look at the dude in the hallway, or in the doorway that Banner's attacking. I'm gonna summon up the chaotic energies at my disposal, and use a new spell. Well, cast a chaos bolt at him.
Nice.
13.
Yeah, it goes just a little bit wide as it hits the door jamb right next to him. Banner, you see this purplish blackish energy just kind of smash into the door jamb right next to you.
5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna run down here to help out.
Okay.
Help out, like, after that. I figured they can take those two guys.
All right. Is that your turn?
I'll stop one further that way. Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
That's a first level spell. I finally have first level spells I can use.
All right. So from further south, you see another gnoll. He takes out a longbow and he takes aim at you, like him, as he fires twice, missing both times as arrows go wide. From the south, another, you can barely see him around the bend, in kind of between the wall of the cave and the stalagmite there, but another gnoll is like bounding forward with a longbow on his back, but he's actually bounding forward on all fours as he takes a dash action. Velis, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Velis will look at the one in the door and go, "Bad dog, sit, stay."
And guess what? I'm sorry.
Vicious mockery.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't look. And he takes.
Does he
Okay,
stop and
so
sit?
you know how dogs look when you yell at them? They're like, and they like lower their muzzle. He's like doing that, and he's like, as he takes 6 psychic damage. This is great. Is that your turn?
Velis, actually,
I'm sorry,
that's
you
all
keep cutting
good.
out. Okay.
I'm inspire Banner.
All right.
Like, Banner, whip that dog like it needs to be whipped.
Spank it real good. Wow, that'll make an interesting clip.
It beat on your foot. I saw it. You missed it.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
All right, Beetle, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Okay, Beetle's going to fire off a bolt at this guy right after Cog uses his little minor illusion cantrip to make it sound like something's exploding in the stone behind this guy right here to distract him.
All right.
Bert. No, yeah, Bert's doing that. Sorry. Too many pets.
Indeed.
So
All right,
I'm
go ahead and
stacking
do
it.
your thing.
Will that give me advantage?
Since he's not really going to have time to, I'm just going to say, yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. Well, then it's a 22 to hit, and I rolled almost max damage for everything.
Yeah, he looks around, and as he does so, to look at the sound, you own him. See, that's
Best description ever.
30 damage. That's, yeah, crap damage. Wow.
Rogues!
Peter and Beetle wrecked
Yeah,
that
he's not looking. He's looking almost dead at this point. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, Banner. You got a nearly dead Gnoll in front of you. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna start grievous-ing towards both Gnolls like I've been doing, so that if I kill that one, I just step over his body and into the next one.
All right. Go ahead and make your attacks.
There's one.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you kill him.
All right, then I'm going on to the next one.
Finish the other guy with a massive spinning.
All right, I'm
attack.
gonna move him up here just
Go
to get him out of the
flare.
way. All right, make your attack. Yeah, you definitely.
Oh!
Re-roll the 1 on that d6 because I have Great Weapon Master.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
You
I
just
slam my blade,
you just skewer the
slam his
poor
body
pup.
into the wall on that guy.
Yeah, you just, I mean, you pin him to the wall. He's beyond dead.
Banner
Quick, look for
turns
the
around.
eye patch and insult his ghost.
Is his ghost there?
Yeah, actually, that is one thing you've noticed that was quite. At first, it was a little
Disturbing.
disconcerting. Is that as soon as these gnolls are dispatched, you see their ethereal essence just kind of and then fade.
Oh, but they're gone. All right,
Yeah.
I turn, I wink at Velis and Beetle, and I start using. And then I run down towards Lycum because I have a lot of movement to use.
Yes, you do.
Oh, don't get in front of me. I look like I'm about to cast a ripper of a spell.
And I think I can go about this far anyway, so actually, maybe that far. I'll do that.
Okay.
You all have learned to
Is that your
stay
turn?
out of whatever way Dawn is facing.
Well, I
Because
mean,
her
you turn
her
into a
attacks are
demon half the time you're casting spells, so I'm just gonna go along the wall.
her attacks are pretty indiscriminate.
All right. That's your turn, Banner.
That was my favorite turn ever.
I would never pick
All right. Emeraldi, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Emeraldi's gonna sneak around this cog and beetle and come down here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's gonna shoot at this Gnoll down here. That's kind of in front of Banner here. Yeah, that one there.
Okay. Yeah.
Plenty of range on the heavy crossbow.
Yeah, heavy crossbows are beastly.
No, unfortunately, it does go wide. It smacks into the torch next to it, though, and the torch just kind of blows up in a shower of sparks, and then falls off the wall.
I would use Ben Luck if I thought a D4 had a chance of upping your 9 to something that
Yeah.
would hit.
Is that your turn? All right. Lycum, you're up. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to I'll attack the. Yeah, I'll attack the one in front of me. But while I do that, I'm going to move more in about this area, and then I'll do my attack.
Isn't there an uphill?
All right.
he's walking up
So
the stairs.
you're attacking this guy right here.
Yeah.
All right. No,
try it.
unfortunately, as you kind of brush by, you're unable to kind of snap at him. He definitely dodges out of the way.
Cool. That is it.
All right. But he is going to try to attack you right back as he rolls a critical, doing 12 piercing damage.
And that's
As his spear just kind of thrusts into your side as you're passing. Meanwhile, Banner, this Gnoll is going to charge at you.
I'm gonna attack him. It's within range.
Going to attack. He's going to miss. Go ahead.
Man, I can't land those reaction attacks. All right.
5. That Gnoll is going to attack you like and miss. What's Cog going to do?
Cog is going to lie up and kind of hug the wall back here.
All right. You see 2 more gnolls emerge from a building to the. Let me highlight this over here. Like them.
Alright.
All right, Dawn, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move up
As things
to
are starting
here.
to heat up.
and see a bajillion gnolls just crawling all over the place.
It's almost like they're a pack. Sorry.
And I am going to Dawn's credit, she will spare a moment to think about Lycan before she does this, but she will either trust in his ability to resist or just disregard him completely. It's one of the two. You guys don't know which. But I'm going to use Distance Spell, summon up all of the anger and fear I can, and cast Fear in a big cone just to catch everyone, including Lycan. And this, with a big-ass fear right here. Lycan, I hope you have a good whiz save. You're a druid, so you should, right?
Yes. Of all things that I have, that is one I have a decent one of.
Wisdom saves from everybody. Distance spell is amazing.
Ow.
Oh. I'm sorry,
That's
Lycan.
That's a +6 too, man.
Ouch.
I can't dispel it from you without dispelling it from everyone.
Okay.
You get to keep saving though.
Not if you can see me.
Oh.
2, 3, 4.
There's a corner there.
Yeah, there is. After one, you'll be able to save.
There's
You
also
said-
lots of stalagmites.
So, a few of them look so afraid.
And Lycan failed too.
Alright, is that your turn?
I shall then. Yeah, end my turn. That's it.
Alright. In that case, see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, I have to see if the surge happens. Nope. Okay.
Dang it.
Oh, I rolled the surge effect that Lycan is no longer affected by my spell.
Alright.
Friend fire is no longer a factor.
Alright.
Man, I really thought you'd save from that.
Oh, I just realized I had DM inspiration still. Like, nah.
That's okay. It'll work out.
Yeah.
You're still in your best form.
Alright, so like them. This creature is going to slam forward. Does a 16 hit you? I know a 9 does not.
Yes, 16 does.
Doing 7 piercing damage as his maw just kind of clamps on you.
If that's halved, is it up or down?
Make it's down, I think.
Unless
Yeah,
it
so
says
3
down.
piercing damage plus make a strength saving throw. All right. You are not grappled, so you as this creature just his maw like clamps a hold of you, you feel it trying to start draining out your strength, and you manage to kind of shrug it off. Velis, you're up. What do you wish to do?
All right. Well, I look around and pretty much alone up here with a bowl. I see Beetle and
The party moved, man.
Yep. So I decide maybe I should move forward and see what's going on.
You see Dawn emanating fire and death.
I don't actually see that yet.
Well, you will when you round the corner.
So I just run up as far as I can, step on the corpse of that thing, see what's going on, and stand there next to Emeraldi and go, well, looks like you're kind of handling this. And I pat him on the back and say, get up there and start kicking some ass, and give him inspiration.
All right.
And that is going to be the extent of my turn.
Okay. So
You're doing half
inspired.
advantage damage. It's all good.
Wait, yeah, Emeraldi, yeah, you have inspiration. Beetle, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Okay, Beetle is going to come down here. My little buddy's gonna come with me. And do I see? Yeah, I guess I see all this stuff down here.
Yeah, you see a lot of
How
gnoll
high
bodies.
is this ledge thing?
It's not. It's about maybe 10 feet.
Okay. I'm going
You can
to...
see like Lycum's back because of the line of sight. You can see Lycum's back, and that's about it.
Do any of these three creatures we're fighting down that are adjacent to Lycum look injured already?
You can't tell. Your sight is a little obscured by Lycum.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. You're looking up 10. You're looking up 10
Right,
feet.
right.
You
What's
see
the banner?
Lycum, and then you hear a bunch of growling, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah, there's one next to Banner too. Okay, I'm gonna take out that one next to Banner, hopefully. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, maybe not take him out, but I do 15 damage to him.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit him. And as your crossbow bolt slams into him, he kind of staggers a little bit. He does not look good. Looks like he's pretty close to dead. More than half dead.
Okay. Alright, and then, as a bonus action, I'm going to, run back behind here as per my dash, just so I have a little cover ducking behind this stalagmite rock thing. And that's
Alright.
it for me.
Banner, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Seeing this thing bite into Lycum that's pretty weird, and seeing Dawn basically cast a spell with Lycum in front of her, and having been on the receiving end of that, I'm gonna start running their way and taking a swing at this guy as I pass him. Though.
Alright, and he's going to return the favor. 18 does not hit.
13 damage to him for me. 18 does not hit.
Alright. Yeah, you finish him off. As
I run by,
as you pass him.
decapitate him as I run by. And
Banner the better.
Yep. And then I'm gonna. So this guy. Okay. So I'm running by here. They're on a 10-foot platform. You said, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's some steps up, and
Oh,
then
okay.
there's 10 feet. You can't see it very well because Lycum's on there, but you see the steps are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna run there, and I'm gonna start. And with my next, and then I'm gonna. So I already attacked once. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to hex the giant beast, and I'm gonna take away his strength.
Alright, so
Yep,
disadvantage on ability checks for
Any
strength.
strength check, but not saves. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attack him with my second attack.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit. Both times as your glaive slams into his flank.
One is the first guy. It's only that one attack, the 9, plus 2 necrotic, the 11. That was the Gnoll. The 13 was the Gnoll that I ran past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not going to take that.
That's confusing. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, your glaive just slams into his flank, slices into him pretty good, but he still looks pretty healthy. And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright, Emeraldi, you're up. What do you wish to do?
Emeraldi's going to move, squeezing past Beetle to here, and he's going to shoot at the knoll that's right below him between Dawn and Banner.
Alright, give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
And can I roll the inspiration?
Yeah, go ahead. It's
And that's what? Bellis, a
D8.
1d8.
15.
Yeah, you definitely hit. Barely hit, as it looks like he's about to jump out of the way, and you catch it right in the shoulder.
14 points of damage.
Yep.
Nice job.
Yeah,
And I also yell out, "Everyone stay together!"
it looks just over half dead. And is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Okay, so to the south, Banner, you begin to hear this kind of strange barking chant
Oh, God.
coming from the south.
Big pack.
Emeraldi, what is your mount going to do? He's looking pretty lonely back there at this point.
I'll move him up a little bit
Okay,
and dodge action.
okay. Like him, you're up. What do you wish to do?
He's
Actually,
scared.
you
He
have
has
to
to
dash.
run
Fear.
away from Dawn.
Yeah, I have to run away in the safest direction possible, is what it said. So would I jump off the ledge and start heading past Banner? Because that'd be the least amount of attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I will
You're gonna
say
take
that
3 no
seems
matter
like
where
a
you go.
safe.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Ooh.
They're all missing.
yeah, you got lucky there. All 3 of them miss as you.
Do I take the full dash action?
Yeah. Well, you don't have to move your entire dash.
Until you can get around a corner at least.
Yeah, you just have to like run somewhere away and out of sight if you can.
Yeah,
Can I even tuck behind that stalactite or not?
This way.
You can duck left into that alcove. Brian can see the map better than.
I mean, what you can see is what you can see.
Would it be there, or
Let
would
me
I have
see
to keep
here.
going?
Well, you control his movement right now effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you can kind of still see him.
If
And I
there's-
move up to 120 feet, so it's
if there's
however far.
So I
I
mean,
you could just keep running down here.
if there's between these 2 lights, as soon as you got to those lights, you'd see that place to your left and go in there. Is what I think you would.
yeah, but he can't fit.
He can't
Oh.
fit any of the doors.
I could try to break through, couldn't I? I don't know.
Squeeze.
Yeah, I
you
mean-
could squeeze.
It'd be an athletics
Yeah, but
check to
squeezing
do
is an
it.
action.
Squeeze is in action. You can squeeze into a space one size smaller than yourself as a
But
creature.
he's already used his
Yep,
action. to dash.
And I'm feared, so it's up to whatever
Right.
Beamer thinks I should be doing. I don't know.
Is it Dawn sees you or you see Dawn?
You see Dawn.
Yeah,
You see Dawn.
if they can see me, they can't make their save.
All right, so 120 feet or until I can't see him. I'll
Pretty
let
much.
you move me. Yeah.
All
I
right.
can't see exactly where I'd go.
So are you saying to me right now that you want to run south?
It says that I would go
Choice.
it says I'd go the safest possible direction at that point in time that I can tell. So it's if that looked safer, that's probably where he would have ran.
All right.
Safest route would have been past Don, but I can't run towards him for a second.
How far can you see?
How far can I see, or how far can I run?
How far can you see?
It's lit down here, right?
Yeah.
Not sure that.
Yeah,
makes-
direwolves do not have dark vision. So outside of the light, only 30, as far as the light goes.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do.
I'm sorry, Lycum. I
Uh,
thought you'd save it.
Technically, it'd be that far, I think.
Oh my god.
Would he tuck around the corner of the wall right there?
Yeah, what basically I was thinking is either here or here, but basically you'd be out of sight here. Unfortunately, even though it looked safe,
Yep.
and I'm just going by your own direction of
Yeah.
running south. As you swung around, you realize you were mistaken, perhaps. As you now view what seems to be some kind of ritual about to take place. As this strange-looking, kind of scrawny-looking Gnoll with white fur, and it's got like some black paint on him, on her, or it. You can't tell really. And she seems to be chanting over a basin full of what looks to be blood, and it's bubbling, and you see some steam rising up from the blood. across from her on the other side of the basin stands a very large, muscular gnoll. And that gnoll looks to be carrying a large weapon, a glaive, in his hand. He looks up at you, and you hear him make a short bark as he seems to point towards some of the other occupants of this area. And that is your turn.
You get a save though.
Yeah, you do get a wisdom saving throw.
You might want to use your inspiration.
Yep. And I will use my DM inspiration on that. Yep. Oh my
God.
No.
You might. Well, no, because you rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Oh, this was okay. From top to bottom, this gnoll is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to
I have so no clue.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 as he dashes away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 as he dashes away and makes a saving throw. And makes it. He is no longer afeared. This gnoll here, Banner, is going to turn around and try to stab you in the back, and fails miserably. And then he is just going to shift over here, as he's going to try... Ooh! Nope, he still fails. Yeah, so, like him. You see these gnolls bounding forward on all fours, or threes. Actually, one of them is holding, one arm is holding spears. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50. So all of them are just dashing up at you now as they see you rebound around the corner like them, and you see just gnolls just like packing towards you. Cog is going to do what?
Cog goes, go help Banner! And Cog flies all the way down here, is going to use his action to use a help action to distract this creature and give Banner advantage on attacking it if he so chooses.
Okay. Which brings us to Dawn. What are you going to do?
After seeing everybody run away from me, and especially seeing Lycum tear off, which is definitely not what I planned, I'm just going to drop concentration on fear.
All right. So you dropped concentration on fear. What else are you going to do?
I am going to yell, Lycum! And run after him. Take a full dash action and sprint down 70 feet.
All right.
All the way down to here.
And as you
and
pass
say,
by...
Oh, shit! See all of them down there.
Yeah, you kind of got your order mixed up just a little, but that's all right.
The two people Dawn really cares about in the party, I mean, she cares about everyone, obviously, but Lycum being from the same place she is in Beetle, but having Lycum charge off in the middle of a battle, not much could snap her out of her battle fervor, but that's one of them.
All right. I don't think the Lucrata would get a...
Yeah, it's 10 feet above me, so I figured it wouldn't.
Nope. No, and both of them miss anyway, so you're good. As they take wild swings as you pass by, but by the time they swing, you're already gone.
I'm sorry, but at this point, Velas is thinking, man, we are some ass-kicking sons of bitches.
Because he's all the way to the north, and all he sees is bodies.
I know. We are badass.
Like, you're like, wow, the party's so good, they're going on ahead to take on the rest of them.
He has no idea what the shit's going on downstairs, man. He might just
right.
take half speed down toward what's going on.
Does a 14 or 7 hit you, Dawn, as one of the Gnoll hunters tries to attack you?
With a spear?
With the longbow.
With a longbow? No, he's right next to me, right?
Yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, as he pulls back, I just slap the bow aside.
All right.
Get that out of here.
Let's see.
The unarmed combat Dawn.
20.
This is why I wanted that training.
Like him, you get a opportunity attack against the other Gnoll hunter as he tries to pull back. Go ahead and make your roll. Yeah, you definitely hit him. Doing 14 points of damage as you literally take a bite out of him. He yelps, but then he returns the favor, firing in criticals for 11 piercing damage, and then hits again for 10 piercing damage as arrows slam into your thick hide, which is resistance because you have resistance.
The green one south of her.
So,
This
see,
one.
that's
So I think
5 and, yeah, 10 damage.
What's your direwolf health at?
I'm still in like the 20s, I think.
Okay.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15.
I'm at 18
20,
right now.
Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And Dawn is yelling at you to come over to her. Come here!
2 more arrows coming your way, buddy. 12 and a 10, they both miss. What's your AC, by the way?
14.
Okay. Yeah, they both miss. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Yeah. And the other hunter, as he runs up, Dawn levels a bow and his bow at you and fires off 2 arrows. One goes wide and one does hit you for 8 piercing damage as it slams into your shoulder.
Nice. Take it. I'm doing okay still.
And that is when I have to add these guys to the initiative. And I honestly did not expect you guys to do all this at once. So you're breaking my encounter. I just thought I'd throw that out here.
I
Well,
have a
the counter's
plan.
about to break us, I think, is a
I
better
have a plan.
description at this
It's okay.
point.
That's...
My plan involves him getting over towards me.
Yeah, that's not meta at all.
Hey, I'm calling him to come over to
Yeah,
me.
he
Yeah. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, and that's all right. Banner, the thing, you're not even sure what it is, that is next to you, kind of makes 2 attacks. One as it slams out with its hoof, trying to smash your head in. 25 hits, doing 13 bludgeoning.
How is he so reach to reach him? So I'm
You're
just
right.
asking-
He'll jump down here.
Okay, just checking. That's fine. I just.
And
Oh,
22 hits, doing 10
Yeah,
piercing.
it-
Make a strength saving throw as his maw just clamps on your arm.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you
Throw his
you
teeth off.
you managed to just kind of slam him
Call
away.
yourself a dog, I call you a kitty cat.
Velis, you're up. What do you wish to do?
I look at that thing that just jumped on him, and I see how easily Banner threw it off. I go, that doesn't look like a dog. That looks like a kitten to me, and do a vicious mockery on it if I can see it.
Once you move, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, once you move, you'll be able to. If you move
Velis
up
is
there.
like, man, this is a breeze.
Yeah, as he sees more bodies.
That's all I've been. I'm all
far
right
far in the distance, you do see Dawn take an arrow to the shoulder, but other than
She
that,
still looks fine.
yeah, it's only a flesh wound.
I know. That was
It just barely
All right,
grazes
go
off
ahead
the mage
and
armor.
yeah, wisdom, because you know.
Aw.
And he makes the save as he just kind of shakes it off and growls at you. Is that your turn?
I moved and did something, so I'm done.
All right, Beetle, you're up.
I have no idea how bad a deal.
Where
that,
are you?
Mike
There's so much going on. I don't even know where you are. Okay, here we are.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Beetle runs down here, and my little buddy follows me, and I'm gonna take a shot at that guy.
All right. Yeah, he's looking a little over half dead.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it flies wide. Banner, her bolt actually does a little scrape on your cheek as it doesn't really do any damage, but it does
They're
scratch
set
you.
up with people attacking their teammates at this point.
Wait, you were the last one to do that.
If he could rage, he would rage.
Beetle, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All
Wait,
right, Ben. Oh,
as a bonus action, I'm going to move a little closer.
yeah, okay. And that's your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Banner, you're up.
Banner. Oh my gosh! Wow. 10
Neither did
seconds
I.
to- Just give me 10 seconds to think.
What the hell of a lightning bolt line?
Gosh, dang it. All right. Do I have enough time to say something, like a short sentence?
Your life and death struggle.
Sure, you have 6 seconds. Go.
All right. Beetle, Don's scared like him away. We have to get down there. And then I start swinging at this beast wildly.
All right.
And, I'm going to.
Wow.
That's my first attack. Does that hit?
Shit.
Yeah, that does.
Gonna do another one.
Yeah.
And another one.
Nice.
Hold on. So a total of 40.
Against the big beast, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 45 against the giant beast.
Oh yeah, you lay into him. He's looking almost dead at this point. He doesn't look very well
Banner's
at all.
just
Is he?
he's like he looks like he's in a rage. He's just
Yeah.
just he's anxious to get down to Lycum and Dawn.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
Banner, Emeraldi, you're up. As you are looking south, everybody's kind of flooding south. In the distance, you see Dawn. You see no sign of Lycum, and Banner is looking kind of hurt at this point. Little over half dead at this point. What do you wish to do?
Emeraldi is going to. No, I'm just curious. Can I do all these things? I was going to do an item interaction and re-equip my maul.
All right. So
that's one
in order to do that, you have to drop your crossbow. But yes, at that point you can pull out your maul. Otherwise, it's an action.
I'm just going to shoot the Gnoll south of here. But I'm going to move forward a couple steps.
Okay.
Well, I also have concentration. I'll do both.
Your bolt does go wide, Emeraldi, unfortunately.
Everyone dies but
The
me. I
shaman
don't
on
share
the-
XP.
The shaman to the south, seeing the intrusion, her ritual. Actually, I gotta roll that. Oh yeah, her ritual fails, and as her voice trails off, this barking, kind of twisted abyssal sound, as she turns towards you with flashing eyes. Make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, you just manage to get out of the way as her sacred flame lances through the air next to you. Lycum, what are you going to do?
Giant boar.
I'm going to actually do the unexpected and drop direwolf form.
Okay.
I'm going to drop direwolf form and look over at Dawn, wink at her, and I'm going to cast a wall of fire in front of me.
Nice.
Ooh.
So all the way out here.
They say.
Did you roll the damage yet? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
24.
I rolled 24.
So
Nice.
that's
24.
1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. All right.
Actually, he has 6. This guy's in it too. It extends 10 feet. Of course, then they'd be trapped between fire.
Yeah, all of them, but the
But the one.
one.
The 16.
Let's see, so it's, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. This guy right here makes it, so he takes half. And what was the damage?
24.
You pretty much killed 1, 2, 3. You killed 4 of them as they just kind of combust. And the one at the very end to the south is looking about half dead. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's enough to do in that turn.
You think that's enough? All right.
You smug son of a bitch.
So
Dawn,
Velas
the
use a light.
Dawn, the Gnoll to your north takes a swing at you and misses.
Okay.
Um,
I'm trying to draw a line right now, but I have to zoom out really far to get it as long as
Oh
I need
my.
to hit everything.
so Banner, the Gnoll to next to you, criticals for 15 piercing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But he's up on that ledge, so he can't reach. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He ran. Dash action. He's done. All these guys are done. Cog. What's Cog going to do?
Cog is going to distract, use his action to distract this guy to help me when I attack him.
Okay. Which brings us, Dawn, to you. What do you wish to do?
Did this guy get a turn?
Oh, no. He's going to step out and pretty much run over here. And, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because you, like, scared the crap out of him. So he's taking the dash action down here. Now, Dawn, you're up.
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to take 2 steps down here, looking at Lycan and saying, oh. Well, then I guess it's on now. And, I'm going to fire my lightning bolt down at this line. I'm going to catch 4 of them. This guy. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then these 2 right here. But it won't hit this guy. And as I do that, I am going to...
Yeah, 100 feet.
I'm just gonna feel the anger well up within me at these monstrosities attacking my friend. I'm gonna use vengeance and spend 2 of my hit dice
Okay.
on this to up it.
Alright, that's Dex for him.
Oh, I'm going to use my empowered spell to re-roll those 2 1s and 1 of the 2s. So that's 4. That's way better. That's another 11 damage on top of that. So 34 plus 45 damage in that line.
Alright. And all of them fail to save as they look quite alarmed and at the unexpected. Wow, that's massive. Yeah, you killed the 2 to the south outright. The shaman isn't looking too good at this point.
I consumed the rest of my sorcerer points to give myself another 3rd level spell slot, which leaves me at 0 sorcery points for now. That's my bonus action.
Alright.
I'll take the attack of opportunity from the archer to move there. Lycum and I showing why low health enemies should fear spellcasters.
It's got
Yes.
light.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah, 6 piercing.
I'd rather that than the 5d8 fire damage.
All right. Which brings us to the Gnoll hunters in question, as the single solitary one up front, looking a little rough, is going to not very smart, so he's just going to fire at you, Dawn, and I think that's still a disadvantage. It's within 10 feet, right? With longbows?
No, you have to be melee.
Oh, so he crits on you for 12 piercing, and then hits you again for 8 piercing.
I'm gonna shield the second one.
Okay. So 12 piercing damage as one arrow slams home, and you manage to just barely get your arcane shield up in time, and the other arrow bounces harmlessly off. The two Gnoll hunters to the south are going to take attacks at you.
Would it be with disadvantage since it's through the wall of fire?
I think the wall of fire is opaque. You can't see anyone through it.
Let me look at that again.
Also, I would argue non-med. Yeah, the wall's opaque and lasts for the duration. I'm not sure if arrows would survive being shot through it.
Okay, so let me see what he can see.
They'd probably all attack me.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it's the only thing that they can see. And so
You got shield up.
I do have shield, but
yeah, so that's, I'm not going to re-roll. So 19, 20, 11,
my
and...
AC's 21.
Alright, so all of them miss as you...
They
as
shatter across the shield.
4 arrows just...
Like weaving my hands and just
it's like
deflecting them aside.
it's like a storm of arrows. All right, so the these
That's why I have that staff.
this one creature to the south, seeing his buddy die, he looks like he's freshly fed. His blood just kind of drips off of his muzzle. He's going to move up here. The Crowd is going to attack you, Banner, with a hoof and a bite. 21.
The hoof and a bite sounds like a something.
21 will hit.
All right,
But that,
doing.
the other one misses.
So he managed to slam you with 8 bludgeoning damage as the sharp hoof kind of hits you in the chest with huge impact. Velis, you're up. You notice most immediately that Banner is not looking too well at this point. What do you wish to do?
Brian, you're making me stress eat more chips.
I see man being surrounded by these vicious beasts, and I call out. I do a healing word on him for a 3rd level healing word for 14 points of healing,
Okay.
and
Thank you, Phyllis.
yeah, and then I step forward to there.
Oh, quick correction.
Uh-huh.
The longbow archer who fired at me, he ended his turn still in the wall's radius, so he should make a another save against the fire.
Okay.
That's a dex save, but if you use the same roll, it looks like he makes it.
Yeah, because it would be one better.
Yeah, so he takes
So
half.
you take half damage.
Oh, wait a minute.
What was the damage again?
5d8.
Do I roll it again for that?
Yeah.
For a new turn, I guess you would, yeah.
The healing word is a bonus action. So
Oh, yeah. He dies,
So
actually.
10 damage, yeah.
He fires an arrow at you and dies.
And then he gets lit on fire.
That one counts as mine.
Yeah,
I
you
just
see
Alright,
assume,
alright,
I
fellas.
just assume my lightning bolt hit him.
So the healing word's a bonus action, so I move to there and I use my whip on the.
Okay.
one
Aren't you going to strangle someone with it, like Banner did?
I'm going to use the whip and try to wrap it around that thing's neck. Oh,
Oh yeah, you definitely you hit it. You're going to try to wrap it. Actually, you kill it. So it does go around his neck, and you pull, and he just kind of flops forward and face plants.
Ellis hasn't pulled out the whip in a while.
I know. The first time he does, he kills something. I'm just saying.
He flexes as he snaps it and wraps it around his waist again.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, Beetle, you're up.
Beetle's actually going to drop her crossbow and pull one of her short swords and run up and attack this guy who she has advantage on thanks to Cog.
All right, just a reminder, he's on a 10-foot ledge.
It's
So
up the
you
stairs.
can go up the stairs.
Oh, okay, then I'll do that.
All right. Yeah, in either case, you do hit him.
25. So he's gonna take. I'm using my Whistler short sword. It does extra damage, so that's gonna be a total of 20 damage.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. He
and
looks
then he's
almost.
gonna take bleeding damage for 2 more rounds, 1d4.
Yeah, he looks almost dead at this point.
He's not gonna survive 2 more rounds.
That's right, Banner, you're up.
Banner, feeling the healing and seeing Velis whip this creature, suddenly turns around and is like, "What, Velis? Thank you!" And he looks way more concerned that Velis is there than he should, and his eyes off the beast. Well, we gotta get out there, and starts swinging his glaive at the giant creature.
All right,
There's my.
all right, miss.
Actually, I'm rolling my inspiration.
All right,
16.
let me look here. Yeah, hit.
Yes. 11, and then another attack. Plus necrotic.
Yeah, no, he's dead. He's gone.
Okay.
You,
So he's gone?
You just skewer him and he drops dead.
And I spit on him, and then I take a second wind to heal.
All right.
Nice. I'll take that.
Very nice.
That's sweet.
Woo. All right, Clutch.
And then I go charging down after Don and Lycum.
Okay.
That guy can't reach me because he's up on the platform.
All right.
and
Is that your
stop
turn?
there. Yep.
All right, Emeraldi, you're up. Are you back?
Yep. Emeraldi moves up the stairs here, fires his crossbow at the one that Beetle is in front of.
All right. Yeah, you definitely hit as the crossbow slams into his chest.
Another one radiant.
Yeah, nice.
And Emeraldi casts as a bonus action a spell that looks familiar to Velis on Banner, who's 50-something feet away. So, let's see, 1d4
Yep.
plus 2. 4 more hit points.
Nice.
Banner.
Banner, as the warmth of Baranar, now familiar to you, enters you, you feel strengthened by 4 hit points. Is that your turn?
And that's my turn.
All right. So, the shaman goes into a chant dawn, and actually, I take that back. She moves forward first. 30.
That's a she.
Well,
We could.
She-
into the wall.
he-
No, that's a she. I just thought the she was the one on the left. That's all. By the blood pool.
Does my shield dissipate at the top of the round or at my turn?
at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she casts, throws open a hand towards you, and
Where'd
this
she go?
kind
She
of
vanished. Oh,
dark,
there she is.
this dark power seems to emanate from her hand. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Using Tides of Chaos for advantage. I love Tides of Chaos. One sec, I have to mark it as spent. I have like a little bracket where I mark an X if I've spent it, so I can remember. Alright. Natural 20 incoming. 14.
Unfortunately, you are not able to resist, as you now are blind. As
Perfect
there's
time to
another
catch
line.
Banner another spell.
That's okay. I can still cast my giant area swaths.
Lycum, you're up. Seeing this kind of dark cloud settle over Dawn's face, and she looks like she's suddenly like not seeing too well. What do you wish to do? Actually, you can't see that because the firewall is opaque, so you see nothing.
Nice.
You're in the corner.
Yeah, that is true. I'm just hanging out in the corner. Actually, if that's the case, since I can't see out of it either, I'm going to change into direwolf form and empower myself, and then I'm going to charge. Just all of a sudden, this direwolf just jumps out of the wall of flame, comes running at them. I can't attack, but that's like I'll get up close to the first one that I can get to.
Okay. All right.
Going out of the range of your own wall.
He can drop it if he wants.
Going to.
Yeah, it is concentration, isn't it? So yeah,
Yeah,
drop it.
you can just choose to have it
Yep.
stop existing.
Banner. The gnoll in front of you stabs you, rolling a 23.
Alright.
For 6 piercing damage. 15. Beetle gnolls around you are going to stab at thee. Actually, yeah, they're both still alive. Wow, I thought you killed that one. Stab at thee! And both of them miss horribly, rolling 2 9s. Alright, which brings
That guy's
us...
Damage too. Hey, Brian.
Yeah, how much damage was it?
1d4, so
Oh, roll
let's
it.
see. For 2 rounds, so it takes 2 this turn.
So it rears back its spear to stab at you, and then just sighs and drops dead. As he just like bleeds out on the floor. You're like standing in the pool of black gnoll blood now.
Cool.
Alright, Cog's up.
Cog's gonna fly around this way and like bat his wings and give me advantage on my next attack again.
Alright. The big figure on the platform that was previously next to oh, did I do that right? Yeah. Well, the order's messed up there, but it's okay. I'll fix that in the ranks. The gnoll with the big glaive comes bounding off. He jumps off the platform. You see a little dust kind of go out in every direction as he kind of growls a barking laugh. Which brings us to Dawn.
I am just gonna. Okay, I'm a little injured now, and I'm blind, and now I'm mad. Like I was angry earlier, but now I'm like off the pissed off scale. This person dares to cast spells on me. They're getting incinerated. I'm not moving. And I'm just gonna aim a lightning bolt at where I remember her being. When she casts, my vision just went off. I'm just gonna lightning bolt right back at her.
All right.
And it will follow through and hit anyone behind them. I don't know how much you'll allow me to aim it. I could hit 3 or just another one.
I was thinking about that, and there's not any convention for this because it doesn't really take into account AoEs or anything, but it seems to me like there would be some kind of handicap to that. Right off the top of my head, attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Creature's attack rolls have a disadvantage. Blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check. So, in lieu of that, now you know what? I'm not gonna. I'll just do straight dex checks. This one makes it, and see flesh and honor.
All right. Well, I'm spending 2 more hit dice.
All right,
Actually,
fails.
No, that's just a normal one. It's just a normal one. Just using normal. And I'm gonna convert a 2nd level spell.
Makes
into
it.
this one.
All right. So this
That's
28
my bonus
damage.
action.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if she made it or not. Shaman's dead. You're no longer blind.
Nice.
And the 2 behind.
Yeah, they both. Well, the one of them.
Succeeded.
One of them, the first one succeeded, but you kill him outright. That one, let's see, it'd be 14. Yeah, he's still up.
Okay. I'm just going to stay there.
All right.
I love sorcery points. I can just keep making my spell slots.
1, 2, 3, 4. All arrows coming at you. 22 and 23 both hit for 11. 5 damage is. All right. Schnorr. He's dead. Which brings us to Velis. You're up. What do you wish to do?
Alright. I look around, see all the dead things lying around. Feel no particular need to get anywhere quickly, so I look at this one right over here and realize that Emeraldi's right there and the beetle's right there, so I just look at it and I go, "Sit! Bad dog, sit!" Yeah. I cast Vicious Mockery.
All right.
Meanwhile, Lycum and I are taking on a room full of ravenous enemies. Just around the corner.
All right.
Ugh, it's terrible. That 2 1s? Yeah.
Any fails as he just and takes 3 psychic damage. As
Don't put these puppies in their place.
he looks suitably chastened. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
All right, Beetle, you're up.
Okay, I draw my flame dagger in my offhand, and I'm gonna attack this.
All right.
Advantage on the first one, which is a crit.
Yeah, you.
And we'll put some sneak on that.
He's dead. He
He's
goes,
I'm
He's dead.
going to jump off of this
All right.
and dash. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Would you dash?
10.
There's anything bad going on down there.
Oh, and that means I get an attack at that guy, so I will attack him with my dagger. And he takes 6 piercing and 1 fire.
How do you get another attack?
Yeah, how do you do that?
I'm dual wielding light weapons.
You already used your bonus action to dash.
Oh shit, you're right. Never mind.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right, Banner, you're
Or
up.
Noah. In fairness, I usually try and curtail the player's abilities, not the monster's.
All right, Banner, what's up?
Banner casts Armor of Agathis.
All right.
Oh wait, hang on. That's temporary. Put that in the right place. Alright. Alright. And coal just kind of simmers off of him with steam now. And he... I assume I can see the whole room at this point and what's going on. More or less.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part.
I mean, can I see...
Well, wait a minute.
Yes,
That wall is...
Can I see this guy, though? Because he's far from that wall.
No, yeah. He's kind of obscured, but yeah, you can see him.
Alright, I see a giant dude with a glaive. I just feel like this is where I want to be. I want to fight that guy. Because I'm ready and pissed off. So, I ignore the guy next to me because he's a little peon. And I go dashing. Well, not literally dashing, because I get 60 feet of movement anyway, and I run to there. And then I use my haste. Since I'm hasted, I'm going to go ahead and attack I'm going to move Hex to this guy a while, and then I'm going to attack this guy once.
Okay.
So, all right.
I am going to use Ben Luck on Mr. Banner to up his attack roll by 1d4.
Yeah, you
So that's a
definitely...
17.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
Okay, so that's...
I got your back, Banner.
Nice. Actually, I can roll that one again because it's a 2.
I feel like I need to devote some resources to being a team player this encounter.
That
After
sucks. That really sucks. But it's 6 damage on him.
After
one
almost killing or like him.
I would have dimension doored with him out if
All
I
right.
needed to.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that is my turn.
All right, Emeraldi, you're up.
Emeraldi's going to go down the stairs. And then it'll be, let's see, 15, 20, 25. And Emeraldi's going to shoot at the one in front of Beetle.
Didn't you drop your crossbow?
Nope.
Nope.
He
Oh.
thought about it, but then decided against it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Yeah, that. Blah, blah, blah. Let me try that one
8
again. That
damages.
definitely hits.
And Emeraldi uses his bonus action to cast the same spell again on Banner.
Oh, all right. Getting luck and healing.
All right.
Good day to be Banner.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
By banner, that's a 60-foot range. You're not within range of doing that. You could heal me, though.
Oh yeah, that is a little distant. You want to heal someone else, Emeraldi?
That target is now Dawn.
Sweet. I needed
All
that.
right.
I didn't realize Banner jumped at the head like that.
29 HPs.
Oh wait a minute, can I even see Dawn? Because he's behind that ledge.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
You can
Okay.
see my shoulder.
So, gonna look at something.
Or poor bleeding
All right.
shoulder.
So,
arrow.
Banner, this large gnoll with the glaive seems to bark a command to the others and to the one in front of you, and he uses his reaction to fire his longbow at you.
Ow. Oh, I
Uh,
know what you are. Misses, though.
And then the other one does as well.
Still misses.
Misses.
Thank you.
Then he steps up
I get an attack on him
Yep.
when he steps up.
and he makes 2 attacks against you. Both of them. Wow, man.
Oh gosh.
And you hit him for 10 points of damage.
Dodge and strike him across the face. I'll show you.
It's kind of an interesting ability. Like him, you're up.
I'm actually going to run around to here, and then I'm going to flank them on the backside. And I will attack the glaive dude.
Alright, so he's going to take an attack of opportunity. 21 hits for 3 piercing.
Attack of opportunity. Oh, because I'm within range or something? Because I gave him
Yeah,
within
you
range?
went around that. Did you leave his... Oh, never mind. He didn't leave his range. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I was never in
Alright,
his range.
so you're
until
going to attack. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah. There it is. 15.
And that barely hits as you manage to take a bite out of him, doing 9 points of damage. Nice. Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh,
Alright. Beetle, the gnoll in front of you, is going to attack you, doing 8 piercing damage unless you can stop it.
I uncanny dodge to take half damage.
Alright. Which brings us to Cog.
My buddy Cog's gonna swoop up and distract this guy, fly in front of him, and get him to turn that way so that when I hit him, it will be with advantage.
Alright. And
I turn around and immediately take advantage of the advantage that Cog gets. Okay. I'm not gonna do.
So Dawn, you're up. What do
How's
you
this? How's this guy looking right here?
wish? About half dead. About half dead.
All right, I'm gonna assume Beetle can take care of him. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I'll go here so I can see those guys. How's this guy looking?
That one looked just about
Well,
dead.
Okay, he looks just about.
He's
are the
more
other
than
two
half
wounded?
dead. Let's just say that.
Are the other two at all wounded?
They look hurt, but not particularly close
I'm
to
just gonna
death.
aim at the guy in the middle. Screw tactics. I'm mad. And I am so mad. I'm just gonna put everything I have into it. Spend another 2 hit dice and cast Chaos Bolt empowered with Vengeance at 4th level.
Wow, gutsy.
And because I'm so mad, I'm using DM Inspiration to make sure it hits.
All right. And it
That's
does
a 22. I rolled all 1s on my d6s. Screw that. I'm empowering it to re-roll those. How is that possible? Okay, so first I'm rolling. I can't do worse. Okay, that's
So,
better. And then
alright.
my 2 empowered dice. So 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 10 is 15, plus 8
Yeah,
is...
you kill him.
Okay.
He goes down. He's what element is this chaos bolt here?
Wait, I have to choose. I have to pull it up. That's a 1 and a 4. That is force damage.
All right, so he like stands there, it smashes into him, and it like caves in his chest and plows through his body to just kind of throw a whole bunch of gore right over Lycum as the thing just collapses.
Are you gonna say a surge happens with that? I've used type of chaos.
Yeah, actually, I was going to.
26 is an eye appears on my forehead for the next minute. I have advantage.
And with that, you feel this peculiar sensation as you feel something on your forehead, and then it's like you're looking at everything in 3D.
Is it the same as my other ones, or is it different?
Is that your turn?
Yeah, sure. I'm just
All
gonna
right.
be like, huh?
All right.
Wait, my hand in front of my huge
And the Gnoll
vision.
Hunter is going to fire his longbow at you, Dawn. Does 16 hit?
Yes, I can't do anything. I have no sorcery
All right.
points left. because of-
8 piercing damage as 1 arrow out of 2 hits you. And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to back up there. Velas, you are up. What do you wish to do?
I've already taken my movement action while everything else was going on, so I moved to there, and as I step up there, I'm like, oh, more dead bodies. And I look at Beetle, and I was like, meh, she doesn't look that hurt. And from what I can see from where I'm standing, really not a whole lot of anything except, stuff we've destroyed. So I kind of look around, and I'm like, well...
Beetle's like, you might want to go down there. There's a lot of shit happening.
Really? So I'll just go ahead and run forward another 30 feet, and be like, holy shit!
There's like corpses everywhere.
There's only like one guy left standing, and I'm like, why'd you make me run down here for one guy?
Actually,
Don's
as you
gonna turn back to Velas, breathing hard, and see, we've got this. And you see another eye on her forehead.
As I look and see how bloody. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Then I look forward and I'm surprised at how bloody Dawn is, and I cast.
I'm still at about half, so I'm not like dying, but yeah, I'm injured.
You're still pretty bloody as far as I'm
Right.
concerned, since I haven't taken a single point of damage. And I look at you and I go, oh crap, and I go ahead and cast a 3rd level healing word on you.
Oh yeah.
okay, is that your turn?
Yep, 13 points up for you, Dawn.
All right, Beetle, you're up.
Beetle's gonna go after the dude in front of her. She has advantage on the first strike. 16 to hit him.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's 25 points of damage.
Yeah, you just
Ew.
he's dead.
No bane.
Alright.
Beetle, no bane.
And I will dash out to
My-
here
My
behind this
third
little
eye
wall.
winks at you, out of sync with my other 2.
Yeah, out of the corner of your eye, you see Dawn's third eye.
It's like darting around like Mad Eye Moody's eye.
Beetle darts around past you. She's like, nope, nope, nope.
Eye distraction.
Is that your turn?
I duck down. Yeah, that's my wall. I kind of duck down behind this wall a little bit.
All right, Banner, you're up.
Alright, Banner flexes and makes himself as big as possible, and he's like, school is in session. And he starts swinging at this other glaive-wielding beast.
All right, and you actually have advantage on that as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hit.
Alright, trip attack on that. And I'm re-rolling the 1, by the way, too. On the attack. Alright.
Oh, yeah, he makes the strength save.
Alright, so it's a total of 9 damage on the first attack. And he's attacking again. An advantage, you said?
Yeah, that hits.
So 10 there. And then I'm going to action surge and attack him another regular time.
All right.
In case anyone's wondering, the odds of rolling 3 1s on 3d6 is 0.46%.
And that misses.
Alright, I assume the 16 will hit though, right?
Yeah.
The 16 will hit?
Yeah. Wait.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright. Roll, and so I'm rolling my necrotic damage now. Ugh.
And you kill him. You just chop him up into itty bitty little blackened bits as the necrotic damage finishes him off.
Then I say, Professor Banner's lesson is over.
All right. Emeraldi, you're up.
Emeraldi's going to take the dash action and move here.
Okay.
Emeraldi's going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Beetle, and that's my turn.
All right. Like
Just prancing around.
everything is down, but this one lowly gnoll that is to the south
I'm
of
gonna turn
you.
around and I'm gonna pounce. I'm gonna jump over whatever that is and land on him so I
Yeah,
can
the
just
basin of blood.
eat
Yeah.
his face. Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, you kill him. You like tear its head off. All right. And with that, all of the gnolls are dead as the last yip and yowl and pained screams of gnolls die off.
We actually just committed genocide.
You just
Pack-a-side.
tore out an entire pack of gnolls and interrupted what looks to be could have been a very nasty ritual. And that
I
is
take 11 points of necrotic damage.
oh
recoil.
yeah.
I'm fine though. I'm at about half.
And
just
that is actually where we're going to end tonight. So, well, this concludes this episode of our Forgotten Realms D&D campaign with the Protectors. If you have enjoyed this video and others, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button if you've liked this episode. Feel free to leave a comment. And also you can follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, both links of which are in the description of this video. Until then, have a great day.